do what?
I think that's a website that sells vinyl or something. I just saw it on. I just saw the commercial on YouTube. Okay,
Okay.
it just said something about heat something, and I said, I think that's what it could be doing. So
Gotcha.
now I need to move this doggone thing down so I can get rid of the address.
Spent all my time doing that. Oh, that's all.
So I got the plate up there now. Yeah, that's the thing there. I need to pull this down a little bit. So it's recovered already. I had it all nice and high because of the date. Lock that. Close it down, get rid of the address. I don't know the church address for sure.
Well, like I said, I don't even worry about even doing it. I mean, I don't know. Let's see. I gotta hear what the hell he said. Is that all three chairs? Alright, we ready to go with the live meet. Fish. Number 11. Tiff, straight taking notes right here. Tiff is no joke. No joke. She got her pastor joke on.
I am waiting. I'm telling you, I'm gonna laugh.
From mine. We're gonna take a time out and switch shirts.
Ooh, look at this, Richie.
That's all shit. My shirt be wrinkled, man. Shirt look bad wrinkled, man. Oh.
Yo, if this is not Kelsey's father,
Who? Me?
this narcissist.
Yo, every time I see that come up in the chat, I laugh.
Right? Because in my mind, I be like, who's she talking about?
The
Yeah,
laughing I did today when I caught up with that 32 messages, I was laughing out loud at work. I read something where you said, Rashad, you said, I'm laughing out loud over here. I have just bust out laughing, reading whatever it was. I couldn't remember what it was.
It was Nick.
Yeah, it was Nikki about
yeah,
the.
Nikki's on
I
the road.
was dying.
Nick was on the road. She was so funny. She's on the road.
I was in stitches laughing. That's supposed to be like that. This.
That's
Alright.
How she been? You know,
This It's almost 10:10.
Word.
You may have to start rolling without her.
Really? I had to break out of that. Cause I you know, you start breaking into that leaving late, and I had to break out of that. Leaving too late.
So what's this? Oh, it has 2 pieces to it.
No, this is totally something different. So I just use that since it's so much time in. You got glasses too?
Yeah.
I need to fix this balance.
Cops, or it's cops too. It's cops too. Bootleg. What?
Huh?
See, red cups is the bootleg. Glasses.
You ain't drinking no champagne out of no damn red cup. Look in that cabinet over the sink. By the sink. Get the glasses out.
You ain't-
Man, you should see how I stopped buttoning my shirt and started going to cabinets looking for glasses. Somebody pulled the switch out. You should see
You
me
ain't
right
got to
now.
get no red cup.
You should see me right now. How fast I'm moving.
Uh-oh. I think she hit.
I'm moving so fast right now.
Sound like it. Oh, stop.
Blasphemy. I'm blaspheming. Amen. Oh well, we gotta get the alcohol at the table because we started with the service. We have to bring that out when I get out of costume.
Oh,
We ain't trying to go all the way to hell.
Okay, alright. We'll leave it on the thing.
We ain't gonna be having no alcohol
Okay,
because
all
it's
right.
still gonna be a word tonight.
Oh, snap.
I'll put it in the freezer, Jermaine.
We bring that out when I take it off.
It's in the freezer, Jermaine.
Hi,
What's up,
Tiff.
boo?
All right, since it's my serving, I'm gonna have to sit in the middle for the serving part.
Okay.
When I get up and go and change back into the neck, then you can have your seat back. Okay?
I mean, I brought mine too, but I mean, you can sit in the middle.
Well,
That's
I'm
all right.
giving the serving. I got to
Okay.
sit in the middle. I'm
All
giving the
right,
serving.
no problem.
You see, deacons. You see how deacons are?
No problem.
They
Should I save mine and just let you rock the night then?
No, you're my clergy.
Oh, okay.
What's this?
That's
You
crazy.
know how pastors come and they be guest pastors. They always got a little helper with them.
Okay.
Oh, my gosh.
I wish I knew your pop had one because I was in there.
He really uses it though in church. I don't think he won't be letting it go.
You really use it?
You probably kill him and let it go just now.
Oh, snap. That's so funny.
I'm sitting on down. I'm sitting on down.
Oh,
Man, I'm gonna just need you to hit. The Oh. You know what? And we gotta turn.
Turn what?
Not that one. The whistle camera. Yeah, just a little bit. Alrighty. Good.
Is it on already?
No.
I gotta hit that purple button.
Right.
Maybe I got candy.
Sorry.
They gonna flip out when they see this. This gonna be too funny.
Don't.
Oh, gosh.
Do I have gum? I think I left it in the car. I'm so sorry. So sorry. Should I start bringing candy? Tiff got them unofficial Twizzlers on top of the fridge. It's gonna stick to your teeth. It's gonna stick to your teeth. Beard shot.
Yeah, I promise you this is the stick. I promise
You,
you.
you
Oh
sure?
my
You
God.
might need to get Tiff a collar too, the way she's feeling. Cause Tiff look like she ready to preach. She over here writing her sermon.
It's gonna be a
That's-
word for her too.
That's about the third
It's gonna be a
page.
word.
That's about
This
the
is,
third page.
this is
That's
the
about the third
petty.
page.
It's gonna be a word on tonight. Okay?
So retarded.
I forgot my Bible.
It's alright.
That's alright. My sermon is in my phone. You know that's what they do.
This is
Right,
this
right.
is the 39th show, y'all know.
Third night show.
The third night show.
Third night show.
Oh goodness. It's the 39th show.
We look crazy.
You know what?
Yeah.
I think I'm Rashad, I think I did something dumb.
What you done did?
I need to go back to your page.
You ain't on yours? I mean, you on yours?
I don't see the thing in the bottom here, and I'm afraid I'm gonna.
Why you on yours? You're supposed to be on mine.
I'm gonna go back.
You gotta make yourself an administrator, bro.
I am an administrator.
You are? So,
That's why it doesn't make sense why it's not doing it. It's alright.
You got me. You got the password?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Cause you're about to make me start thinking what it is.
Oh, I got it.
So that's all. Church edition.
Oh my God.
It's just a sermon in the regular talk, that's all. Not the church edition.
Ooh, that's too funny for me, boy. Like, what happened? I don't know.
You going live? You going from live me?
Yeah. It's ready. Oh. Oh, I think we got one piece of gum. Might be like this might be a little warm. There's a little pocket.
Wait for it.
Y'all ready?
No, wait.
In the little pocket, not the back pocket.
Put the TDT logo up.
See, them Red Bulls. Guys, it's 10:15.
You are now listening to Talk That Talk with your girl Nick Nack. Your man Bam. And sexy chocolate diva. Trending topics from politics to relationships. We keep our ears to the streets.
Give it to 'em.
You ain't finished your sermon yet?
No.
So we all going, we getting our sermons
Hi, I'm
together.
Selena Soares, a broadcaster on Live Me. Nice
What
to
was
meet you here.
that?
Congratulations. A viewer just sent you a gift. Coins of the virtual currency of Live Me. Viewers
Oh,
of
wow.
virtual
Messing up the
What?
sermon.
Nobody
messing us up.
What?
When a viewer sends you a
Bridget!
gift,
What?
the same
Coco!
amount of time as it costs
Teresa!
to
Everybody's on!
Once you have enough
Some type
coins,
of
you can cash
advertising.
out, or you can
What?
save them and convert them
Looks
for
like
gifts
an
to other
advertise.
broadcasters.
Got advertising on this joint?
Looks like they do.
Oh, heck no.
Maybe it just
Y'all
come
got
up once.
advertising on Live Me?
Yo!
going on?
Bridget's here!
Somebody showing us love.
Oh, Bridget!
We appreciate that.
You gotta get the sermon.
Get your sermon. Get
Uh-oh.
your sermon. Don't worry
It's-
about that.
Oh,
We spread the love another day. We spread the love. You know what you do? You grab it and put it on the IGTV.
oh, listen. I told y'all, the post said it was going down tonight. Y'all better get it together.
What's
You better
happening?
share it now.
Hello, Coco Jackson. Praise the Lord.
Coco,
Well, hey,
what
hey,
up, Kelly?
hey.
Everybody better share it. It's about to go
How
down.
should I pronounce you? How should I pronounce you? Just gonna go ahead.
It's
All
about
right.
to go
You
down.
don't need to be in an introduction.
All right.
They need to know you my clergy though.
Okay.
Hello. Nice to see you.
It's
Oh.
coming back
Congratulations.
again.
Your views are increasing.
You know how you be a guest pastor? You have guest pastors and the guest pastor show up with his little helper? That's what
That's what Sean is, your little helper.
All right.
Clergy.
Well, I'm the clergy.
They going to hell.
You didn't notice the ship? You didn't know where this was going? You didn't know where this ship
I'm
was going?
I'm not fitting to play with them because I don't know if God coming or God is coming. So
Well, listen.
I'm gonna sit over here when they get struck.
It's just gonna be a quick sermon. They only paid me for 5 minutes, so Serviant or Garcon or Mr. Tremaine,
Yep.
I'm gonna need my timer for 5 minutes because they only paid me for 5 minutes. That's all I got to
She
give
said you
tonight.
5 minute timer.
That's it. You gotta
Wow.
let me know. But on tonight,
She said
Okay.
5 minute timer.
tonight's sermon, the name of tonight's sermon is "Let the Best Man Win." Okay, that's the name of
Amen.
tonight's sermon.
Amen.
She said you want 5 minute
Right?
timer.
That's right. That's what you're paying me for. That's what I'm gonna give it to you. Now, I know y'all can take that in a couple of different ways. Now, you know what? This is for my ladies. Now, clergy, this ain't for you.
Okay.
I'm speaking to the ladies tonight. Now, actually, you know what? It is for you. You know why? So you can learn what you need to do.
Amen. Amen.
Hey, hey! All right.
Amen. Amen.
You need to know what you need to do. So this is for everybody. This message is for everybody tonight.
Y'all
Okay?
notice how Tiff got a gap between each other? She said, I ain't sitting
They
too
get
close.
struck. I'm just saying.
Now, let the best man win. Now, that can be taken in a lot of different ways, all right? So I'm going to need to explain exactly what I mean when I say let the best man win. Ladies, I'm talking to you. This don't mean who you the best to, okay? Don't get it twisted. This means who is the best man to you, okay? Now, let the best man win. You're going to have a couple of, players in the game.
Uh-oh.
And one of them got to be the best, okay? If you're second, you're last. That's the bottom line. Right? So it's let the best man win, okay? I don't mean who you're giving your best to. That's not what we're talking about, okay? Now, I prepared my sermon. You might see me looking down. I got my sermon right here, okay? That's the new thing. You can put your sermon in your phone. You put
Amen.
everything in your phone.
Amen.
Bible on your phone, sermon on your phone, collect tithes on your phone. I
Amen.
don't know where it's going, but okay.
Amen.
Now, ladies, how can I say this? I'm gonna try to say it. I'm gonna try to say it as best as I could. Now, in life, you got some possibles out there, right? You got some possibles out there. You got some maybes out there. You got maybes. You even got I don't knows, okay? You even got no name because you don't know what to call it, okay? You got a couple of, doing in the sermon.
Sorry.
Put your phones on silent in church.
Sorry.
You got a couple of I don't knows, okay?
Oh, shoot.
It's time to determine who is the best man, okay? You got all these things that sound unstable. Possibles, maybes, I don't knows, no names for them. You got all these things that's unstable, okay? The bottom line is, who's putting in the most work, okay? Who's stepping up to the plate? Now the problem with this is, when we're getting to this is, when one step up to the plate, the others get mad. I don't understand that. I don't understand how that works,
Shade.
right? I don't
It gets
understand
shady.
how that go. It's all about the best man. Who's doing the most? Who's making their time for you, okay?
Oh.
Who's asking you how your day was, okay?
Oh.
Who's asking you if you need anything, how you're feeling,
Who's
okay?
calling just because? I'm sorry, Pastor.
The word is supposed to reach to touch everybody. It's all right. Okay?
Amen.
That's the best man, okay? Who's trying to build with you, not who's wasting your time. You know what I mean? You're texting, the nigga texts back 3 days say nigga. Now I know some of y'all pastors say nigga, okay? So don't act surprised when I say the word nigga. But sometimes it requires a nigga, okay? Let the best man win. Let these men show you who is best, okay? They give you half they ass? No. You're not gonna go with the half-ass man. You're gonna go with the man that's giving his all, okay?
Everything.
Everything.
All
Showing,
of it.
stepping up to the plate,
Up to the plate.
okay?
Up. Say it again.
That's the way
I'm
it's
a
going.
outlet.
That's the way it's going.
I'm the hype man.
Okay? Men, now let me tell you something. A lot of y'all men, y'all ain't the best man because y'all ain't ready. Y'all just ain't
Charlotte.
ready.
They ain't ready.
Y'all ain't ready for
No,
it.
they
Y'all
not.
ready?
Don't get mad when another man is. Don't do that.
What? After the show.
Your time up, but
Don't
you
get
go
mad.
ahead. Go ahead.
Don't get mad.
Go ahead. You on the road.
All right, I'm gonna give you an extra 5 minutes for free. Buy one, get one free tonight. BOGO. Don't get mad at the next man who's stepping up and doing it. If you didn't want it and you wasn't ready, what you mad for? What you mad for?
You better.
What you mad for?
What you mad for?
I don't understand. You should be happy. He was a better man than you. He was the best man that won.
That's right.
That's
Step
right.
the game up.
He said, "Step your game up." That's it. That's right. Step the game up.
What you mad for?
I
What
don't
you mad for?
I don't understand.
Get out your
Don't
bag. You call Thomas ass nigga, you're emotional. Sorry.
Lord, give it strength.
Sorry. It's Tourette's. It's the Tourette's in me. It just jumps out. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Ladies, and then you got to get your standards up, ladies. You know what I mean?
Standards.
Get your standards up, okay? You
Get 'em
know
up.
what you want. Don't settle for nothing less than that.
Nothing.
That's right.
Okay?
Nothing less.
If he can't meet that, send his ass to the left or
To the
whatever,
left.
wherever the left is.
Everything in the box to the left.
Hopefully that's to the door, exit door. Don't come back door.
No
Don't
more,
come back no more.
No more. Oh, sorry.
Yes, sir.
Set your standards, ladies, okay? If he can't meet them, there's somebody who will. And that'll be the best man, okay? That will be your best man, okay?
I got him. Sorry.
Hey! Clergy, you all right over there?
Amen.
I paid you to be my hype man, and you just quiet over there.
Amen.
See?
I might
That's
have to give a
because
check to her.
that Tiff got it. No, you get a check to me, but let her do the work.
I robbed some niggas too.
That was the premise of my sermon. I always said I was only going to give y'all 5 minutes. I gave y'all BOGO tonight, all right? I hope somebody got a word out of it, including the men. Y'all should be working on being the best man. Don't be afraid. Listen, it's a right to lose your pride for something you love, okay?
Lose your pride for something you love.
That's okay.
Amen.
Okay?
Amen.
Y'all worried about being hard and keeping up this image, and that's what got you alone, by yourself, lonesome, running from woman to woman. Ain't got a hot meal to come into, ain't got a back rub to feel.
Nothing.
That's
Zero.
That's
Ain't
what got
got a
you.
back rub to feel.
Not nothing.
Okay?
Back itching just as dirty as it want to be.
Don't put up a front.
Front.
If you think you said just as dirty as it If you feel something for a woman, you better tell her.
Tell her.
Okay? Don't play these games. You better tell that woman how you feel. Okay?
Tell her how you
Put your
feel.
pride down. Okay?
Put it down.
Okay?
You know I love
These
you.
women out here, they ain't waiting. They on to the next.
We
bro.
ain't waiting.
This ain't the 1960s anymore.
Charlie.
Okay?
Nope.
This is
We
2018.
dating now. Okay?
Whoa.
We dating now. It's a right to date. I don't know why.
I got a boyfriend.
You know what I mean?
So sorry.
Y'all getting mad when people going out on dates. Dates, listen, let me tell you something. Dates don't mean sex, okay? It don't mean blowjobs on the first night, okay? It don't mean none of that, okay? Dating is about connecting. You're here to connect
Connect.
Connect.
with people, okay? Connect
Dot.
with people, okay? connection, okay? That you might go on a date, y'all might end up just being friends. You might end up being business partners. You know what I mean?
Amen.
It's about connection. That's what life is about. Making that connection, okay?
Make the connection.
Love.
Don't get mad. Now, if he happened to turn into the best man, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? You ain't do it, so he did.
Take him.
Okay?
That's it.
All right?
I'ma hold him and not fold him. I'm sorry.
That's it. That's all I got for the sermon. Clergy, you all right?
Yeah, I'm
All
alright.
right. All right. Church, you all right?
Yes,
All
yeah,
right.
we
okay.
fine.
Everybody got a word tonight? I
Yeah,
hope
you
on
did good
tonight.
there.
Everybody got a word on tonight. Okay?
Yes.
Well, what I would like to do, we like to thank you for preaching that good sermon there.
Now I'm gonna go on and step out because I got another congregation. They paying me $1,000 for 5 minutes, so I'm gonna go on and step out and I'm gonna see y'all later. Okay?
All right.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
Well, I'm not going to stop there. I'm going to keep it going. So,
If y'all just tuning in, this is Talk That Talk, and y'all know we just as crazy as we want to be because we not scripted it at all.
That's a word.
That's nigga them talking. We
That's
not
a word.
scripted it at all. And
Hey
we
there,
just brought
Teresa.
y'all the word.
And now I'm going to bring another word. We're going to, the collection plate is passing around. Y'all make sure y'all make y'all donations. Not donations, your tithes. Pay your tithes. So, the next word here is for you ladies. Okay? Pastor Nick gave you a word for the men. Ladies, I'm going to give you a word. This is about protecting your king.
Woo!
You never let another man into your life. Only your king. You protect your king. It's like the game of chess. The queen
Not
will
chess.
move around the whole board
Move, here, there, everywhere.
to protect her king.
That's right.
All right?
To the left,
You
to the right.
never
to the
let
right,
another
to the
man
right.
into your circle, into your heart. All right? You never ever want to give power to another man.
Y'all don't want these pythons. Y'all don't
All
want
right.
these. Y'all don't want these.
You have to understand, the man is the head of the household.
Hold on. You know,
Whoa.
Now you have equal rights.
now you done fucked up. You done fucked up.
Now listen here. It's tradition.
So you say you jumped the bed 12 o'clock. You know you done fucked up.
But this is true. We've gotten to the state
Hey
where
y'all.
Hey, Mel.
we've
Hey y'all.
gotten to the
Hi
state.
y'all.
We've gotten to the state where sometimes
Look, they throwing up angry faces.
that's the women.
Tired of that.
Ladies, I'm not saying you're less of a person or less a peer. We're equally yoked. Okay? We're equally yoked.
I think they want Rashad.
But you gotta
I
understand.
believe in the man being the head of the household.
There you go. Amen.
I agree.
It
with
don't mean that it's not 50-50. Understand what I'm saying.
April said, where's Pastor Nick that? You done messed up.
Just understand what I'm saying.
They throwing up angry faces.
They trying to get rid of Reverend Bam. They said Reverend Bam is in.
Listen. See the problem? See, that's the problem.
She being serious.
See, that's the problem that we're having today. You gotta realize we are equally yoked. We both are gonna make decisions in the household. But you never want to make your man look bad. Okay? Don't be out here acting a fool. You never give another man power over your household. Understand that. Now, if you understand that, everything gonna be all right. It's not saying that you're not equally yoked. You both don't run the household. It's the same way a man is not gonna give a woman power over your household. You never do anything to embarrass your man.
Outside
the home, right?
Outside.
You never do that. You want a relationship to work, you make sure you both look good. And everything gonna be alright. If you don't do that, you done messed up. And things ain't gonna be like it's supposed to be.
You done open the gate.
You done open the gate for the devil to come in.
Oh, now.
And it's hard to get that devil out of your household. So just remember, don't do anything to embarrass your mate. Keep your household sacred. Keep everybody else out of your business. Keep your money inside your household. Keep your love inside your household. All right? And we're going to leave it at that. Now we're going to get back to our regular scheduled show. Here at Talk That Talk, we give you a little education, we give you a word,
That's right.
and
Give
we
me a
provide
word.
some jokes. We provide some entertainment here.
Sandman too, because everybody's not totally agreeing with us. Melly killing you.
This is the best show on earth. You can send your tithes to Talk That Talk.
Yeah, they threw up a bunch of 80 faces. If you ain't never got any emojis ever on any of these shows, you got a bunch of them tonight.
Now, Miss Melanie, you all right? Some men are not fit to lead the household.
Nah, shit.
So this is definitely, we're not talking about that man.
Yeah.
There is no household if a man is not fit.
He's talking about the men that's actually leading the household.
Right.
You know, paying the bills.
Right, taking
You know
care
what I mean?
of kids,
Taking care of the
and
business.
doing the right thing.
Absolutely.
Some men are not right to fit to lead the household.
When
And
Nikki
we're not talking to
says,
those.
and again, congratulations, Nick. She just recently got married. Nikki says it's easy for a woman to be submissive and let her husband be the head when she respects her husband's decision and choices. Not all men get this though.
That is very true.
She's lucky.
Some women do not respect their man.
Right.
It can be a number of things. It could be a status thing.
Well, if he doesn't present himself to be a person of strength and sternness, then like if I'm tougher than you, I'm not letting you live.
Right. That is one of the things.
While I got Nikki here, I just want to point out something. When I went down for her wedding, the one thing that I noticed about her husband, that I saw like after a little while, he don't let her get in or out of car unless he is there opening that door.
And what I've been preaching.
That's what I'm
All
talking
day
about.
long.
Standards, okay?
I've been preaching
Husband
that all day
material.
long. Right.
He don't let his wife
Right.
get in or out of door unless he is
As he
opening
should.
or closing
That's a
that
beautiful.
door.
I mean, but even for myself, like my boy, like he gets mad if I even touch the door. Like
That's
he
right.
tried to win me another. But see, you know what? The only thing about that is that, and I'm glad I'm the type of person that's able to be receptive to that, even though I haven't received it in a long shit all my life. But you know, some people, you know, being that you're not a person that receives that type of attention or that type of respect and stuff like that, you're not able to receive it. You understand what I'm saying? So you'll be combative. Like, you're like, what? I can open my own door.
Right.
Like, I don't need this nigga to open the door for me.
Right.
Like, you're not receptive to the fact that, okay, he's being a man
Right.
by allowing me to, by, you know, doing these things for me.
Absolutely.
I have to
Right.
fall back and now chill. A lot of people are not receptive to that. So,
Right.
at the end of the day, if you are one of those people, and like I said, I was one of those people myself, I'm not going to sit here in front and say that I had it hunky-dory either, but I never had a person to do that. So being that it's now being done, I have to, and sometimes consciously I'll be ready to just jump up, but then I have to freeze myself like, all right, Tim, just wait. Because
Right.
you know this is something that he likes and wants to
Right.
do.
Right.
So I have to sit there, even if it considers me to fumble around in the car, I'm not looking for nothing.
Right, right.
But even though just to fumble around, just to be allowed him to be able
Right.
to sit there
Absolutely.
Right.
and open
As long
it.
as the car ain't, you
Right.
can stay in the car. Right.
Right, but you just have to be conscious of those things. So ladies, when you do find a man who's willing and able to do those things, remind yourself consciously to be able to let him do these things, because these are the things that he
That's
likes
right.
to do.
You
And
know
he
how
just wants to show you how
I
to be a
noticed
woman.
That's
it with
right.
Nikki? You know how
Amen.
everybody, you pull up somewhere and everybody just hop out the car?
Yeah.
Nikki was just like, sitting pretty, honey, and I said, okay, he goes.
Yeah,
There you go.
You have
There
to
you
do
go.
that. But like I
There
said,
you
if you're
go.
not used to it, you have to sit there and be like, okay, you know, because it starts to drive you crazy. Like, okay, I'm ready to get out. He ain't gonna get out. But But you have to sit there and just be like, you know what? Let me just wait.
That's right.
That's
Because
right.
I'm gonna allow my
That's
man
right.
to be a man. He wants to be a man,
Right.
so I'm gonna allow him to be a
Right.
man.
I
So
like
just
things
sit
like
there
that, and
fucking
that's so
around with
that.
simple. It's so sad that women don't experience that. Such something so simple.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But we bringing it back.
And that's what it
Women,
is. It's
we
just
are-
a
I'm on a
suggestion.
crusade. I'm out here. I'm in the street.
Nikki said her husband told her 2 years ago, don't touch the door, the handles, the gas pump, then
See
the
that?
tabs.
Exactly.
And they
Leave
met
it
two,
around.
and they met 2 years ago. See?
And ain't that
he
what
told
I've
her how
been
he
preaching?
felt from the get up.
Exactly.
Straight up.
She
Been
said she had to
preaching that.
fight him for the bill.
That's
Right. Because and you know what, and that's so crazy, and that's the
That's
same
right.
thing that's happening with me right now. And then you have to sit there and be like, okay, you know, like if wants to go out like, you know, listen, baby, like I can pay, I work, you know, so I can,
Right.
you know,
And men, you
it's-
gotta receive that too. Let the women take
Right.
the bill sometime. It's
right,
okay.
right,
It's
right.
okay.
I
It's
don't know. I
alright.
don't know about that.
We knew she was gonna say that. We knew. She got out the collar too soon.
Right, Nick said.
I don't know
Nick
about
said
that.
she had to learn too. She used to hop out the car and he put a hold to that quick.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's right.
Yeah, like you had, I had, like I said, even for me, like me being on that end now, I'm just like, okay, I'll be sitting there twirling
Right.
my head, looking, I'm not looking
Right.
at anything, but I,
Right.
you know, just
And-
to allow him to do
And,
what
right,
he
and
does.
that's a beautiful thing. And there's so much more to come with it, which
Right.
is so good.
Right,
But which is why it's important to have a little structure,
right.
cause you're gonna have a little fun.
Exactly.
Yo, but
You-
listen,
you
ladies, let me
enjoy
explain
it.
something to you. When you do experience it, it changes your whole dynamic on
And it
things.
changes
Like,
your standards
Yeah,
if
like-
that doesn't work out. Now
Facts.
you know what you want.
Exactly.
I want that.
Right. Exactly. But
Basically.
even for me, like I done went and spring cleaned my closet and everything. Like I want some real woman
Right.
shit. Like
Right.
I want to dress up
Right.
every day and everything. Now, like I done threw all the hood clothes out. Get ready to send them all to North Carolina
I hear
and
that.
stuff.
Shout
Y'all
out.
enjoying it?
Let
Shout
me
out
know
to
you
all,
up, girl.
shout out
I
to
hear
all
that.
the real women. Shout out to the women that are in touch with who they are and what they want.
That's right.
Cause there's some lost women out here that don't know what they want. There's some lost brothers out here. I'm not bashing women. I'm not bashing brothers.
And Denise says the same thing. That's a man, and she loves that treatment. It took her a minute to receive it as well.
Yeah.
It does. Listen, we're not used to it, ladies. So don't think that it's something that you think that it might be something wrong with you, or that you might be too much on the hood
Amen.
side, or whatever the case may be.
Amen.
It's not that. We're not used to it because we're not in a generation of men right now who are doing those things. Because
Right.
we have so many women, young women, even older ones, because you got older hood rats too. So that are not.
Older hood rats.
Yeah, they're not. They're not in the receiving end of that. They weren't taught how to be these men. So
Right.
now that we have these little specks, and now that they're coming out, because they're coming out now, I've exposed mine, Mel exposed hers, Nick exposed her. We're coming out. We're getting back. So then now we're able to sit here and now let everybody else know, like, listen, don't give up. Be willing to receive it, because they're out here still. They're scattered, but we're picking them up slowly but surely.
Right. Indeed.
And I'm a girly girl. Hold my door. Open my door.
Right.
Yeah.
Pay my
And-
bill.
Right.
And-
I'm a lady.
Now look. These are important things. For a man to want to be a husband, what does it take? For a man to want to be a woman's husband, what is he looking for in a woman? That's what people have to start understanding and get in touch with.
Well, that was one of the topics I wanted to ask men. It's like, if you're dating and then you establish that this is the one woman that you want to build a relationship and make it work with just her, what kind of test are you putting her through? Like what, or did you put her test already to get her to that point where you want to be like, what is she showing you?
What we're
are you making
watching
her show
for,
you?
what we are watching for in order to tell if you're a future wife, if you have the qualities and the assets, one is to just be smart, know what you want out of life.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? That's number one. Second thing we're looking for is, how much do you care about me? Do you love me? Do you care about me? Do you understand me?
Sound like a song.
Are you willing to have my back? If I can go out here and take on the world, can I come home and you pat me on the back and say, baby, I'm proud of you. did a
Jay,
good
we're gonna
job.
get to you.
So somebody supportive.
Somebody supportive, exactly. The other thing, another thing we're looking for is, what kind of baggage do you have? That's important because we're going to support you too. So we need to see what kind of baggage you have. And we have to dig down as men, ourselves. And we have to ask ourselves, can we handle her baggage?
Woo! Can you
Because-
handle it?
We want to be able to support you.
Right.
So it's a package, just as
Right.
well as if you have kids.
Right.
It's a package deal. Your
Can
kids,
you handle the truth?
We're a family. So those things that we're looking at will determine, can we do this thing with you? Can we walk down the aisle with you? Because I'm sure that it should be a little bit similar for women, you know. But we don't require a whole lot.
But are you looking at her family? Are you looking at
Yes. Yes, we're going to look at your family.
Oh yeah, of course. I mean, I'm
We-
gonna do the
right.
same with you. I want to look and see how you were raised. I want to see what
Right.
type of, how do you tend to the females in your family.
Indeed.
Number one, so
Right.
that's gonna let me know a lot about you. But no meaning to cut you off. Your cousin. He
Brother
said-
Worthy, how you doing,
he
Brother
said,
Worthy?
And what are the lady things that y'all are doing for them? Right? That's his question.
Well, that's y'all in. Y'all
What are
looking
the
for
ladies-
an
The
answer
lady
for y'all.
thing, because he
That
said,
we're
that the men are opening
Oh, okay.
the doors.
Right,
and
right,
they're doing
right.
this. So what are the ladies thing? One thing as a lady, I'm conducting myself as such.
Beautiful.
Oh,
I love that.
That's
That's
that
a
right
beautiful
there
answer.
is enough for me.
Because some women ain't
Some
out here
people-
being womanly.
At all.
Woman-like.
They don't know how to
They
conduct
acting
themselves.
like
that.
thoughts.
Right. That's where it starts at first.
That's right.
So, before you can go any further in doing anything else,
Amen.
as far as doing anything that handles with the household, you have to know how to conduct yourself as a lady first.
That's right. Don't be out here being a thought. I just said, don't be out here allowing anyone else to have power over your home. Don't ever make your man or your husband look bad.
So I hope
Because
that answers your question, Jay.
Because if you make your man look bad and your man can actually look at you and say, hold on, you shouldn't do this, he's going to tell you. If you continue to do it, it's not going to work out. See, the things that some women don't realize is, it's different out here for men. Some men, if they get a hold of a woman, they have that power over the man of the house, which is not a good thing. You can't be trusted.
But see, it's a difference between that. Like, you can ask me to do something, but for you to conduct a demand is different. You understand what I'm saying? Like, if you ask me to do something, you just say like, babe, next time can you not put milk in my tea? That's cool. I can say, okay, you know what, I'll make you conscious, like, okay.
Right.
But maybe that's not even a good example.
Because I'm talking about don't let no one else outside influence what's going on inside.
Right, but I mean, even for the inside, because now we're not gonna get into this yet because I'm gonna preach this one, but it's gonna
That
get into
Carla-
our
with her
topic.
glasses on.
It's gonna get into our topic of narcissism. So it's like it's a matter of a person being able to ask you in a certain way, and then there's a person that will demand you in a certain way.
And Jay, real quick, just to answer your question, some of the lady things I'm doing, I'm making sure you got a meal cooked, okay? I'm washing clothes, making sure they folded. I'm helping you start businesses or whatever you want to do, typing up this, whatever. So there's a lot of lady things
That can be done. Yeah.
that we do in support.
Being a helpmeet.
That's what's
That's
up.
right.
That's
See,
what it's
we're going to have classes,
Being a
ladies and
helpmate.
gentlemen. We're going to have classes on these things because it's important. And people need these classes.
Can be on Thursday.
Can't be on Thursdays, okay. Can't be on Thursday. But yeah, we're gonna have a boot camp. You want to know if the person that you trying to date is right for you? We're gonna have a boot camp. If they can graduate our boot camp, then they may have a shot.
So
Right,
yeah,
shit.
That's
Shit,
it.
shit,
It's not
shit,
what
it's
you
not what
say,
you
it's
say,
how you say it.
Right,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
that's
indeed.
exactly. Some people come off wrong with the things that they say, and like I said, like I'm a person, I don't really take demands to, like for you to demand something from me, it's like,
Yeah, you gotta let go of the ego. A lot of the times,
I'm not the one for
a lot of the
demand.
times the ego gets in the way in relationships, and that's a lot of that's the downfall a lot. egos in
I mean,
relationships.
I wouldn't even say it's so much of an ego thing for me, but it's just that, you know, if you have kids, then that's how you talk to your kids.
Right, but that's what I'm
I don't
saying.
think that you
Ego.
should talk to me that way, and I should talk to you that way as well.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Ego gets in the way of sometimes. Like some people don't know how to say, "I'm sorry, I
Right.
was wrong."
Right.
You know, that can be the downfall a lot of
Yes.
times
Right.
because you know maybe sometime you was a little off and you know you might have snarled the wrong way, and instead of just manning up or womaning up and just saying, you know what, baby, I'm sorry, I was wrong about this, I was wrong about that. It leads to breakups. It leads to bitterness. It leads to distractions. It leads to so much negativity. So learn how to swallow your pride, everybody, sometime, and just say I'm sorry. You know, and those sweet things that y'all talking about doing, that's beautiful to hear. I like to hear that. That's beautiful. I don't need my clothes washed. I don't need that at all. I don't know if I can substitute with that for something
A
else.
massage.
But that's beautiful. Massage is dope. Massage is dope.
I take a massage
But
any day.
those little things that people tend to do for each other, those are beautiful things. Sometimes you see flowers right here in front of Tiff because
And the only reason why I don't have a fresh back is my baby's still stuck in Florida in North Carolina. And he's been there for 2 weeks and I'm sick. And I'm going to be wearing my shirt every day until he come home. So if you happen to see me in the street and I stink, it's because I'm wearing the shirt. I'm not taking it off until Florence frees my boo. I'm
That
sorry.
came all from
I
a
just-
flower statement, you know. That
You
whole
said
paragraph.
one thing about a flower.
That whole paragraph.
Lord, I will not mention another flower
You
in the
brought up
night.
emotions. You got my emotions laying up. I've been destroyed.
Oh man.
But I'm grateful for my baby. He's out there helping. He thinks he's FEMA, so he's out there helping the family and freeing the turtles and the water moccasins and everything.
Yeah, I was reading that like they lost like $3 million in chickens. Those
Yeah.
my chickens, I'd be pissed.
Yeah,
man. That's
yeah.
money.
Right, that's livestock.
But he's out there freeing them.
People got farms.
Because we like, babe, like, yo, I just picked up a turtle. He was in the water, and I was like, okay. He's like, no, but then it was water moccasins, and I wanted to get close and take a
Water
picture.
moccasins? What's
Yes.
wrong with him?
He's
For those of you viewers who don't know what a water moccasin is, that's a very, very big snake
yeah,
that lives in the water.
yeah.
I thought they were shooting.
He's out there FEMA. He's freeing everybody.
She said she thought they were shoes.
A water moccasin is a big snake.
Yo, when I was down in
he's out there freeing everybody.
I saw something rare. I saw a beaver when I was down in ATL last month. I saw a beaver on the side of the road. I was like, wow, a beaver, because you don't normally see a beaver.
Right.
The beaver
Right.
was gnawing on some grass, on some leaves or something.
Okay,
Mrs.
great.
Thomas, yeah.
Yeah.
Men, listening is a great quality. That is very true. If you can
Tiffany
sit
said one of
and-
her husband's great qualities is that he sits and he listens.
Yeah.
Oh.
We do need to listen. Because if we listen, we can retain it.
Exactly.
We'd be all right.
Mm-hmm.
Who else talking about something?
Well, we missed a lot of, let's see.
All right.
You can go back.
But look, you
Now
know,
he up there trying to give us a therapy session.
we
Let's read some comments.
are gathered here today.
Well, Melanie said, shout out to Mel. Mel been putting us up here. Mel done had me so happy. Even though my boo ain't here, and
I
I've
know,
been saying,
she in love
but I've
with
been
little
seeing
pics.
your little love pictures
I
and
know.
stuff, your little vacations and dinners
It's
and
cuffing
wines
season soon.
and mama food and
Early.
stuff.
Early.
I'm getting my dress ready, me and my boo, for our suits, because y'all probably going to get married before we do. Y'all look so cute. Girls.
Cuffing season early.
Um,
Shout out to everybody living their best life, enjoying their relationships. It's a beautiful
Exactly.
thing. We always want to be happy for everybody.
Facts.
Absolutely.
You know.
Mel
That's a
said
beautiful
the
thing.
same way a woman knows right away whether a man is someone she would sleep with or not, a man knows right away whether this woman is his kind of wife material or not. And there are certain things that all men have as their own criteria of what they're looking for in a wife.
Absolutely.
Indeed. Amen. Well, before I take this off, I just want to let y'all know to look out for Pray Before You Eat Part 3. I played the past and Pray Before You Eat. Y'all can check out Part 1, Part 2. Shameless plug, because that's what we do. Shout out to Industry Unlocked. So, How have y'all been this week? How y'all feeling?
Destroyed. I just explained to you.
I'm sorry.
Ask me one more time. It's gonna be a problem. I've been distraught for the last 2 weeks. So don't ask that question again.
Know what we're doing with her. Don't know what we're gonna do with her. Really don't. Shout out to Live Me. Everybody tuned in on the Live Me. Everybody tuned in on the IG.
Hey, Live Me.
I had a good one.
Live Me, I just got a
Facebook.
boyfriend. And
Facebook.
Florence done took him from you.
That damn Florence.
I'm destroyed.
Yo.
I'm gonna put hands on that bitch. She keep playing. She'll let his ass come back by this week. I'm putting hands on
There's
that.
there's another subject working over here. The name of this one is called Tiffany. It's gonna come and meet Florence, and if it does meet, we're gonna have a catastrophic storm going on here next time.
I'll put hands on
So,
that bitch.
yo, shout out to North Carolina, all the family and friends in North Carolina, South
Hey,
Carolina.
look on the TDT
Atlanta.
IG.
Hopefully everybody's doing okay, because I'm sure everybody's been tuned in watching the news. People have been washed out of their homes. People are stranded. People are in safe places. People have left town. Some people probably haven't even been back home to see what's happened.
Right. Also, on a serious note, I've cleaned out my closets and stuff and got them together. So I'm gonna be shipping some things down in North Carolina to my families who's also been displaced with no clothing and shoes and stuff. So if you happen to have anything that you no longer want or you're gonna give away, or you're willing to give away,
Yeah, I
you
saw
can
some people
drop them off to my
advertising.
house, or
Nice.
text me, inbox me, let me know, we can meet so I can pick them up. And I'm gonna be sending a barrel down, hopefully down to
I saw people
That's
advertising for donations.
yeah.
In name of North Carolina, shout out. You know I love you, North Carolina, my second home. You see I got the UNC hat on, so I'm representing. We love y'all, we miss y'all. Hope everybody's doing okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I dropped off like 4 bags to a church today. And,
Hopefully they're sending off, but
yeah,
I'm gonna be personally sending these because, like I said, my family's down in North
yeah,
Carolina.
I'm gonna
too,
get on the
so-
plane soon to get down there because I need to go down there and hug some people, see what's happening, and I need a couple good meals because I eat when I go down. I love Golden Corral. I be on my fat boy thing. I do the marshmallows and the chocolate fountain and all that. You can talk about me all you want, but don't be no 6-pack or nothing when I'm down there eating.
Also, I want to say condolences to my family in North Carolina. We lost my great aunt who was 102 the other day,
102.
and
She lived a nice full life.
yeah.
Too.
A few years ago, I don't know if everybody seen, but I had posted where she had met Obama and everything. So, we lost at 102. So condolences to my family down there. I'm trying to make it down there for the services and everything. But if I don't, I send my love and everything. Love y'all.
Condolences.
Right.
That's a blessing to make it past 100.
What, right? Shit. To make it to 90. To make it to 80.
Yeah.
To make it to 25.
Well, April, I'm gonna be sending them myself. I'm gonna be shipping it in a barrel. I'm trying to figure out for my cousin or anybody if they know, any type of places that are donating and sending them out to them.
Right.
But I'm gonna be doing it myself, sending it from a barrel because I don't know any places and they kind of in desperate need of these things.
And you want to ship it to your family directly?
Well, I'm just sending it to the town. Whoever get it, split it.
Oh, okay.
Whatever. I'm not sending it to any specific family or
Oh, okay,
anything.
okay.
It's just for anybody who's down there who's
That's the first time
in
I've
this
seen
place.
it.
Got it.
Huh?
Yeah.
That's the first time I've seen it.
That's the first time you seen it? Yeah, y'all can see like some
yeah,
of the
nah.
floods, churches done flood.
yeah.
It's been crazy.
My father's town is like totally underwater. It's ridiculous.
It's gonna be a minute. It's basically like what was it Sandy that did
Yeah.
Far Rock in? It
Yeah.
pretty much was the same thing.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird that all of these things happening right now. I know they say they got this weather thing and they playing with it, this weather machine. But when you start to really think about all the years that we grew up and was here, you never heard of stuff like this. And I always wonder, did it happen before,
Oh yeah.
or
It did. It's just that we didn't have the
technology now, so we find out everything like that now? Is that what
we
it
got
is?
we got the technology at the tip of our fingers now. Everybody's got a camera, everybody's a phone.
So
It's different.
See, this is the thing, because to me, if these things have happened before, why do you build in flood areas? Like that's what's weird to me. But
Well,
Exactly.
it's
But that's when the BS come into play.
well, that's like saying why do you build in the forest when you know there's like we said when you know there's bears that live there, you tear down half the forest, go put it up there, and then when the bear walks in your front yard, you gonna wonder why.
Mm-hmm.
Like that movie Over the Hedge, they built the whole complex, and then all the animals came out of hibernation,
Right.
and they was wondering why they were all in their front yard.
Yeah.
well, I tend to think somebody that moves into a wooded area got a big gun and know how to use it. Cause I'm not buying no
move out of the
property.
woods.
Right, I'm not buying no property in the woods. Not me.
I seen Little Red Riding Hood.
Right. Grandma, what big eyes you got? that won't be our story. I don't want to live nowhere where I got to worry about a lot of wildlife. Look how we act right now with rats and possums and
Loses my mind.
what's the other thing? The possums and the raccoons.
Well, I think that's more so because this is our habitat and they're in our habitat. So I think it would be different if you saw like you expect it out there. and-
Listen, my thing is this: if
I'm
they
not-
not caged in nowhere,
Right.
it's everybody's habitat.
That
If they able to freely move to a destination of their choice, it's everybody's.
see, that's why I don't go camping. That just makes no sense to me. I'm gonna go camping in the wild. No, I'm not doing that.
Nah.
They was just talking about how I think was it Cali or was it somewhere else? A lady was hiking and they think a cougar ate her.
Oh yeah, I think I saw that. I saw
They
that.
think a cougar ate her.
I saw that.
Like I'm not dealing with none of that wildlife. It's not happening. Nowhere,
Nope.
no way, no how. I'll go to the gym. I'll go to a track. Why am I hiking in the wildlife?
Yeah, that's why I told him, like, you want to take a closer picture of a snake? If you don't get your...
That's crazy.
If I go hiking
Snake
alone,
come
I
at
want a gun.
snakes move a whole lot faster than people think.
Right?
You barely want to walk
Especially in water.
with dogs.
You ain't
stray
like in
dogs.
water.
Exactly.
In water, they like a fish.
They move fast, yeah.
Yes, they do.
Shout out to North Carolina. Shout out to everybody.
So this is lovely.
Touched by that storm.
Or the kitties should be the best.
So
Yeah.
where we at now?
I know I wanted something to drink that y'all didn't let me drink, but
I do want something to drink. Oh, you mean water?
I'll be there, sir. I'm going right now,
There's some
sir.
in the...
thank you.
Oh, I have some in the freezer.
Oh, okay. Well,
Can I have a water, please?
okay. Don't let that bottle in the freezer freeze.
Oh,
no.
yeah, get the bottle out. Let me have some
All
of
right,
that.
so where we at?
It's cracked
We
up.
on topics.
Church is over now.
Church is over.
All right,
Alright.
what's the worst sex? Since it's after 11 and the kiddies is bad. What's some of the worst sex y'all guys had? And why was it worse?
That's great.
I'll start this one off, ladies
Some
and
of the
gentlemen.
worst?
Why was it worse?
Worst
Why
sex
was it
when
worse?
I was a 2-minute brother.
Oh.
You
okay.
gave it? You gave it?
I didn't want it to last 2 minutes, but I'm gonna be honest. I
I don't know. Okay.
2 minutes, 3 strokes. It's happened before.
So it wasn't
So
necessarily.
how did you...
Let's
Wait,
not say he talked about him giving it. It wasn't even
Wait.
about
so
the
how...
worst sex given to him.
How did you improve your timing?
Oh. Well, you have to learn to calm down.
That's what it is. You got more control.
You have to learn to calm down.
Not be
So
so
how do you
excited.
feel that there may be a woman walking around that knows you as a 2-minute brother?
It's foul, but there's some other ones that may be able to vouch for me and say, nah, that's not him. I mean, and have a good story on
You
it.
got the wrong Rashard.
Right, that couldn't be him you talking about. But I'm not going to tell a lie. You know, it's happened.
Yeah, clean that.
Garçon.
do
Thank you,
anything.
garçon.
It,
Garçon. Thank you.
What's that?
it's happened. So I ain't even gonna lie to you. We can laugh and joke. I share. I also, you know, I like to share that. I
So you
also
was
like
a
to be
2-minute
humble.
brother. Oh.
I like to be humble and share
He is
some
humble.
experience.
If you could admit that, and you know,
We can
say
joke
he was
on me.
excited, and that's what happened.
Right,
That makes sense.
right.
What
Now,
about you,
if
Nick?
that becomes your forte, then they gonna talk about you real bad. But
I mean, I guess that would have to be the worst sex for me too. Is a dude that was quick
we
and
don't,
oh, that's right, it's cool.
Uh,
we don't need a corkscrew, sir.
I guess that would be
Go
it.
again. Tell your story. Tell your story.
I don't have one. I guess it would be the same thing. You was the 2-minute brother. I'm talking about the brother.
That was 2 minutes. That was the worst.
That probably was the worst.
Yeah.
Because you feel like you caught a body for nothing.
It's got water sports.
Yeah, that's all it is. That's all it is. It's just
You
water
feel like you
sparring.
caught a body for nothing.
You see
Or somebody that, you know,
You see a corkscrew?
you have sex with them and you don't really feel that much.
Oh,
That
you
could
mean
be
he
that
not long
too.
enough?
Itty
You mean?
bitty.
Yeah, not long enough to not use it. I don't know. You don't really feel that much because you feel like you just did it for no reason. So it's like, I just caught a free body.
Well, unfortunately, sometimes things happen and
That was almost bad.
you chalk it up, right? Anybody else got a bad story? A bad
Yeah, why was it the worst? What was it and why was
Right.
it the worst?
you got a corkscrew in your bag?
I thought
Did they not have any foreplay?
She
Did
gotta
they just
have
get
one.
down to business?
every
Yeah,
time I
yeah,
go in
yeah,
there looking
yeah.
for the corkscrew, you know how long it takes me
That's
to ride the corkscrew.
that's one of them for me. It's just like
No foreplay? They just straight
Yo.
going.
yeah,
Straight
Yeah.
going.
One of them moments, bro.
I'm having a bad movement this week.
straight crunchy much minute like
Straight to business. Yeah, what's up with y'all, man? Y'all gotta get on that foreplay, man.
nah, but you gotta know that that thing down there is not really a Hershey Kisses. Like
Take it
you can't just
easy.
put that in your mouth and chew it up.
Take it.
Chew it up.
You gotta act like that's a mint bowl or something.
Take it easy. That's
mint
right.
ball.
Sucking it like an M&M.
Yeah.
They're giving class free tonight.
Yeah, like
We gonna have to open the collection plate back up.
Wash
yeah.
the beard too. You know how y'all say wash the teeth? Wash the beard. Man.
Yeah. Especially if it's rough.
Word.
Like that scraping. That scraping ain't no good down there. Have me all irritated
Yeah,
for the
I'm like,
rest
oh,
of the week.
hold on.
Then you gotta be, then you beard it and you chew it.
Wash the beard, man. For real.
Yeah.
That's funny. That's funny.
Yeah,
That's funny. So how the bearded dudes getting all the love these days?
I don't know. It's like sometimes it's okay, and then sometimes I think it's more the short kind of. I don't know.
Nah, some
I
of
don't
them
know
is
what it is.
moisturizing their shit. Moisturize your shit. Condition it. Soften it up. Detangle it.
Pantene
Detangle
Pro
it.
V.
Detangle it. Don't have it feeling like a Brillo pad, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Soften it up.
Okay.
Soften it up.
Soften it up.
Soften it up.
Yeah, that is hilarious.
Yeah, y'all
So-
say wash your teeth. We got to wash the beard.
No, nobody got a.
They took it.
He said they took it. Oh God.
This is like a tease, just looking at the bottle like.
I know, right? Our craft services is crazy. Like, we need we need Benson. Like, who was your favorite bartender on
Garçon.
TV?
That's our Garçon.
Who's
That's
one of
our
your-
Benson.
We need like
There's
the
another
cast.
one in there.
We need like the cast from Cheers or something here. We need like. I need Rebecca to come open this up. Right.
And they're all. I used to watch that.
Or we need
You wanna be where you can see. People won't say. You don't know where everybody knows your name. Dun-dun-dun-dun.
Why are we showing our age right now?
right. Or we need Nipsey. We need Nipsey from Martin to come open this. Nipsey, where you at? Come open this
Oh,
up.
yeah.
We need you,
Word.
Nipsey. We
We
need
showing our
Nipsey
age
to
right
come
now.
open this
That
up.
used to be the joint. It used to come on at late too. I remember that. Come
Yeah,
in late and watch
yeah. They lasted a long time too. They lasted a long time.
it. Yeah, I was here.
They still getting checks.
I don't see it.
That's how you know we ready to drink.
I don't know where it is.
It's
That's how
Tremaine,
you-
I
y'all.
was in there lost for like 30 minutes. I'm in there 30 minutes and I can't find nothing. 30 minutes.
We
That
and
is
Rashawn both reacted the same way because we're both ready to drink. Like, what the fuck?
What the fuck? What the fuck?
This is my only cameo appearance
Yeah.
on the show.
Yo, you know the meme I like? Y'all ever see the meme from the Muppets?
Garçon! Don't get the follow over
Verkafurk. Remember the yeah, that's
Oh,
the
yeah,
meme.
yeah.
The science dude, they used to
Science
always, yeah. Right, exactly.
That's why they keep me around, because I don't
They'd always blow shit up. They always blow stuff up on the Muppets. Yo, they gotta do Muppets babies. They gotta do Muppets babies out. They don't have all the same characters. They added this new
man.
little character.
Did you hear the news about they all of a sudden Bert and Ernie is
homosexual.
Yo, why the
Homosexual.
writer
I said-
come out and say that?
I'm like,
I said,
come
come
on.
on.
Exactly. I
Sesame-
think he
the
wanted
whole
to get back
premise-
in the news and get.
For those of
because
you
that
young
wasn't-
cats that don't know, the whole
Didn't-
premise of Bert and Ernie was the good friend relationship.
Right.
Best friends
Yo.
for life. That was the whole premise of that whole thing. Now all of a sudden
They were homosexual
homosexual.
relationship.
Come on.
Sesame Street said, kill that noise. We not riding that way. Sesame Street said, keep that shit to yourself. They said that immediately. No, we're not defending that.
Oh, that's what they
bullshit.
said?
Sesame
Oh, I
Street was
didn't know
like,
that.
nigga, please.
Yeah, because that probably was never ever mentioned. This is the first time they're
Never.
hearing of it too.
Right.
That's probably like what?
Right.
All of a sudden.
I look at Bert and Ernie like the
They're brothers.
cartoonish.
They're happy and they
Okay.
singing
And
and they
they
color.
exactly. Give me a high five. I look at them like the odd couple, like the animated
Yes.
odd
That's
couple.
what it is.
You
That's
know
what
what I
they
mean?
are.
Right. That's how I always seen Bert and Ernie, like
Exactly.
the animated odd couple.
I agree.
But since we on this shit, fact checking. Yeah, I do know Big Bird was a boy, right? I always thought Big Bird was a girl.
Oh, Big Bird.
But
They
Big-
said Big Bird was a girl.
No, Big Bird is a boy.
He got the voice of a
I
man
thought-
though.
No,
He
he had the
was.
voice of a child.
Big Bird,
Yeah,
I thought
that's
Big
true.
Bird. One of my
Big Bird.
favorites was Oscar the Grouch. I can't lie. Oscar
Oscar
the
the
Grouch.
Grouch.
Oscar was the truth. He was the
Yeah.
truth of Sesame Street.
Right.
If you wanted to know the truth, Oscar's gonna
Oscar
tell you the
give it
truth.
to you.
He
Yeah.
give you straight uncut.
Yeah,
He
Oscar
was-
give it to you.
Now,
Wow, I guess we ain't having nothing tonight. I guess we ain't having nothing tonight.
see, it wasn't that I was in there for 30 minutes.
33rd.
30 minutes. You
Third.
see how it's coming down, because it's still dry. It's still dry. Hey, look at this.
Pretty-
This IG me, what's that?
That's live me.
Live
right
me?
there. That's
Live me, y'all look good. Y'all looking good. What y'all got to say? We wish we could read all y'all comments,
How was I
but
supposed
it's
to
so
look?
small. It's so far away.
Denise said they're just coming out like everyone else,
Up
right?
there it is.
I know, right?
There it
I
is.
know. I know. Coming out like everyone else.
All right, Garcon. Garcon.
Just
Over the
croissant.
bottom,
I can go for a croissant right now with some tuna on it.
Who's Pretty Brownie? Hey, Pretty Brownie, how are you?
Pretty brown.
All right, let's talk about narcissists. So first of all, what is the definition of a narcissist?
I should have got my glasses. Shit.
Do I need to give you the collar?
I'm gonna preach this thing for y'all
All
today.
right.
Hold on.
Tiff preaching now.
Only because of the simple fact that I just identified that I was in a situation like that. Let me take a drink. I'm gonna need you to hurry up with that bottle.
My nose is itching. What does that mean when your nose itch?
You got a booger up in there somewhere.
Hey, I don't think
You get
ain't
money?
nothing-
I don't know.
Ain't no.
It can mean whatever you want it to mean.
All right. A narcissist is a person who has an excessive interest in or admiration of themselves.
An excessive
That
interest
means
in moderation of this
That they're so into them, they don't even realize who you are. And these are the people that you need to identify with in your relationship. But you being a person who's so blinded by the fact of being in love with the type of things that this person can possess, that you become so blinded by it that you don't even identify that they're this type of person until it's a little bit too late,
Got it. Got it.
right?
So what are some of their traits?
Narcissists, they think that the world revolves around them. They think that everyone else is crazy or wounded besides them. And some signs that you can look for in a narcissist are the following. Hey Faye, how are you? They only talk about themselves. Everything revolves around what they do. You know, they they can only tell you about things that they do, and they only do things better than anybody else. Nobody else can do nothing better than them. They don't give you a chance to speak. They overtalk you all the time.
Really?
If you don't agree with what they say, they correct you and ignore what you have to say.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
They interrupt you when you speak,
Like cut you off?
and they put the focus back on them. So if you're speaking about something else pertaining to something or somebody else, they'll cut you off to bring it back on them, or why they're hurt, or why they're not the center of attraction. They're like kids, basically. They need a lot of attention. So if you're not the person to give them that attention, this is them. They like to
throw a
break.
tantrum.
They like to break rules. Like if somebody say that they can't do something, they like to be able to use their authority to push a person to do it. Kind of turns them on a little bit. Yeah, I got a bunch of notes for y'all ass. Hey.
Cheers to y'all. Shout out to everybody that's tuned in. Live me, Facebook.
Cheers.
They don't care about your thoughts, your views, your possessions, or your space. They overstep and use
I know y'all
people
ain't
without
talking.
consideration.
Right.
They borrow things like items of money without returning them.
Cheese sandwiches.
Woo!
They show little or no remorse and blame you,
Got it.
the victim,
Got it.
for a lack of respect.
Always playing victim.
Yes. They're false images. They're facades. That's who they are. They like to do things to impress others by making themselves look extremely good externally. They consider themselves to be a trophy, so to say. They're trophy images. Physically, romantically, sexually, socially, religiously, financially, professionally. They use people or objects to accomplish the status to represent themselves. That's what they do. They consider themselves to be better than you. Nobody can't do anything better than them. You had no one prior to them better than them. You'll find nobody after them better than them. Woo!
She's preaching. You preaching, girl. You preaching.
Honey,
And
honey, honey.
they
When I
really,
say,
they really believe this.
yes,
You preaching.
this is all in their mind. And you know what? They're so conditioned to it, there's no breaking them from it. So the only thing left for you to do is get the fuck away and do your own thing.
Get away.
Been there, done that. They feel a sense of entitlement.
Cheers, pretty brownie.
They feel a sense of needing to be catered to. They go back to the 40s, 50s, and 60s. Like, they feel that you have to cater to them. You have to fix their food. You have to wash their clothes. You have to do things for them. Like, you have to do these things.
Get her the
There's no
collar.
ifs, ands, or buts about it. Like, you can't not do it. And if you have a time in which you don't do it, it puts an attitude towards them.
With nothing in return.
Right.
Okay.
Exactly. They want you to cater to their needs without being considerate in return. Without being considerate to yours in return. They're very charming. They're very persuasive.
Gift the gab.
Yes. When they're interested in you, they make you feel special and wanted. When they lose interest in you after they done used your ass, they drop you without a thought. It's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. They have a sense of self-importance. They believe that others can't live without them or survive without any contributions that they do. So if you're with a narcissist who always seems to have the answer or always seems to fix it, when you decide to distance yourself after you can't put up with it no more, if you're a person that can't put up with it no more, then they'll make it seem like as if, oh, okay, you'll never survive without me. That's enough. You gotta show their ass better than you can tell them.
That's right.
Believe that.
Give them 30 days notice.
30 30 days notice.
30 days.
30.
They're very sensitive. They're Carl Thomas ass emotional niggas. That's what they. I'm sorry. That shit just jumps out of me. Sorry. They're sensitive. They throw tantrums. They're sensitive to criticism. They respond with heated arguments or fights or detachment by taking flight, never returning, and not checking on their kids. I mean, sorry.
Ooh.
Sorry. Sorry. I'm just telling you, sorry.
I'm gonna spit out my wine.
Sorry.
I almost threw up my cheese, dude.
Welcome to Talk That Talk, ladies and gentlemen.
Listen,
This is the illest show in the world.
I'm a realist.
We just bring it to you.
I'm raw as ever. That's who I am.
Coming straight from the gut.
They tend to judge, they criticize, they ridicule.
This ain't English class. I said this is Talk That Talk, ladies and
Ridicule.
gentlemen.
And they tend to place a lot of blame on you. They manipulate you through guilt. They make you feel guilty about
Manipulation.
things that you might not have done. Like say you didn't want to make breakfast. It's but when you wanted me to go and make breakfast or go and pick breakfast up, I did it with no complaint. When you wanted to eat, I brought you food just because. Or when you wanted to have something specific to eat, I went across town and stopped doing what I was doing to go pick up
It's
those
like,
things.
damn nigga, I can't just have a day when I don't feel like doing shit.
It's like nothing. You can't. No, you're not entitled to them things. They always express how ungrateful you are. Right? Like, so dumb. They always express of how ungrateful you are. Like, you can't, anytime that you don't give them praise on things that they do or may have done, you're considered to be ungrateful. Like, if I say thank you, that's it.
Right.
Right.
Like, if I say thank you one time, that's it. Like,
Right.
I'm not going to continue to say thank you. I'm not going to continue to bring it up. I'm not going to continue to sit here and glorify what you did. You
Right.
did it. Thank you. I appreciate it. That's it. Like,
They
what the
standing there like they want a tip. Right?
Yeah, like,
Like
no,
Their hands out for
no.
30 minutes. Like,
You remember
Yeah.
what
then-
was his name? Ralph from the Jeffersons?
Yes.
You know how he came around for a tip? Like,
but these type of
I
people,
was
they tend
bringing
to
all
sit
those
there
packages
and-
up for Mrs. J,
Yeah, they tend to sit there and repeat what they've done for you or to you over and over again for you to acknowledge it. Like, okay, nigga, I got it the first time.
Basically.
Like, so if you're in a relationship, and I'm telling you from experience, if you're in a relationship that identifies with
Most of the things you just
most of the things, majority of the things that I've said,
Not 30 and a third. We talking about more than 30 and a third. Talking about 30 and a
You're
third
not
times
different.
3.
You're
Right.
a narcissist. You're
30
a narcissist.
30
in a
times 30.
relationship
30 times 30.
30,
With the
30
person-
sitting third times 33 and third.
Third.
right,
Yeah.
with
Yeah,
a
that much.
person that you can identify has one or more of these characteristics, let it go.
Out of bounds.
It was a few lines. You heard a few lines? I heard a few lines that I'm
It's
Right. Pretty Brown
Yeah.
said they want their ego
exactly.
super
That's
stroke.
Super
what it
stroke.
is. And see, and if you're the
There
type
you
of
go.
person that can sit there and
There
you
you
got the
go.
time to baby them,
There you
then
go.
that's what they want.
Now
But
that-
if you like me, I don't have time for that because
Now that
at the end
sounds
of the day,
familiar.
only egos I'm stroking is
want
my
the
kids.
ego stroke.
So if
That
I don't have
sounds
time
familiar.
to do that, then guess what? I'm not the person for you.
So, and if you don't stroke the ego, then you ain't hear from them. Then
Right. They're
There ain't no
gone. They're gonna
connection,
look
they
for somebody
gone.
who else that they can manipulate to
Mm.
give them the attention that they're desiring.
got to ring
So-
the bell for that one.
At the end of the day, I was like I said, I was in a relationship situationship like that, and I distanced myself from it because it required too much of my time. It required too much of my attention, and I have too many other things that I needed to apply my time and attention to. I don't have time to sit here and baby you when I got 2 other babies that I have to tend to
Right.
as well. So, if you didn't get that on another receiving end, this is not the end for it. I'm going to do my duty as a woman, but to baby you and
That's what I don't understand, especially men that know you have children. That's how you know, I guess, they've experienced women that are not like that with kids. Because I'm
Right.
like, you should know off the bat if I have kids. I'm not stroking your ego. I'm not chasing you. I'm not.
Right.
I have a child. That's exactly.
And
That I do that
exactly.
for already. That's
Right.
my child. Like,
So why do you think that it's?
why do you think
but,
I'm gonna chase
But
you?
see, the thing that you have to identify with them is that why is it that they're craving so much attention, and they don't think that this
Right.
attention that they're craving is damaging. They really think that this is something that they
That's how they end
deserve.
up messing with a bunch of women too.
Yeah.
They also woman manipulators that got a bunch
Exactly.
because they need to get all that attention.
Right,
From
but
this,
not
that,
even
and
so
the
much
one and
attention.
third.
They crave to be able to go after what it is that they can get to get where
Right.
they're going.
Right.
So if you're a person, once they done got everything that they want from you, it's over. Like the relationship is done. Don't worry about it no more. So if he comes in and he wants to pick an argument every day like a woman, guess what? Your relationship is over. He's done with using you for whatever he needs you for. He's already on to the next one.
Right. Right.
So these are the type of people that you have to know and identify yourself. And like I said, I'm not a person that's gonna sit here and try to tell. But like I said, I've been there and done that. So once you realize it a little bit before you hit the total bottom,
The ego man messes up everything. I tell you
Yeah.
that much.
you have
Yeah.
to identify it
Ego
before you
messes
hit the
up
total
everything.
bottom. Because guess what? If you're a person who's already been so dependent on this person, and you're not able to climb yourself out of the shit that you get ready to dig yourself in, you're gonna be over. It's gonna be over for you before it even starts.
Woo! True indeed.
So
Again,
you have to
ladies
not
and
get
gentlemen,
yourself
welcome
out.
to Talk That Talk. She just gave you the definition of a narcissist.
Narcissist.
She gave you the cliff notes.
I may have a couple. I may know a couple based on some of them traits.
I'm identified mine already.
They out there.
They are.
The same way everything else we know under the sun is out there.
Exactly, pretty. You're no longer a necessity to them. Exactly. Like, they have no use for you anymore. So it doesn't matter what you have involved, whether it's children or whatever, or business or whatever the case may be, it doesn't matter to them anymore because now you're not doing what they need to do. Basically, you're a puppet for these type of people. They want you to move when they want you to move. They want you to do what they want you to do. They want you to say what they want you to say. They want you to look the way they want you to look.
Jump
Like-
when they say jump.
Exactly.
Be available
When they want you to be available, exactly. And they really try to distance you between you and certain people. Like they want you all to themselves because if you're too busy here, there, with this one and that one, you don't have too much time to cater to them. So they tend to distance the relationships that you may have with certain people in order for you to be able to just be locked down and just here go this old bitch. Be able to lock you down and have you
Hey, Granny.
and have you in with them.
No, she didn't.
Oh.
She said,
Granny, what? Granny said she wanted
Granny-
to come through.
Granny back. Granny back.
So I heard what you were
Narcissist.
saying. I was so happy.
Narcissist. Huh? It's alright for you to drink in front of Granny? Huh?
She
Granny,
needs to have her ass in the
You want
bed.
some of that, Granny? Granny, you know, this outfit you got on, you could have actually been the one pouring the... I'll shut up.
No, she could have been the one.
Shut up.
She's about to. She's about
She
to.
could have been the one catering to these emotional ass niggas out. Narcissists. Narcissists.
No, sugar.
Got a couple of narcissists out there, huh?
Yeah, Coco, you missed service.
Yeah. You missed a lot of
Coco, you was like one of the first people at service.
Yeah,
What'd you
and
do? Had
what
to
you
move
miss?
your car or something?
Trey, what's one of the other
Miss
topics?
all the tea.
You had to move your car?
On,
What happened? What happened, Coco?
first date killers.
First date killers? We talking about first date killers?
Oh,
That.
Granny, you got a story for us?
Yeah, so what's the first, if you go on a first date with somebody, what can happen on a first date that will guarantee that there will never be a second? Like, what are your pet peeves in a first date that you'd be like,
Do's.
I'm not
We
going
aim
out.
at the do nots of the first date.
loud and obnoxious.
I agree.
Over.
I agree too.
Loud and obnoxious.
Yeah, I definitely agree.
Over.
How about if they rude to the waiter?
Over.
Yeah.
That's all in the category of
That's
loud and
right.
obnoxious.
That's right. If you rude and you risking people spitting in my food,
Yes.
I'm done. Oh.
Not even that, just to draw attention, embarrassing attention.
Right.
I'm over it.
Right.
Mm-mm.
Honey, you need to slow down.
Coco said if they're always on the phone.
Right, why be with me, right?
If they always
Yo,
on the phone.
I went on a date before and the person was on the phone. I was looking at them like,
That's rude. It's
really,
rude.
like, what am I here for?
That's
Yeah.
rude. You're supposed to be, and see, that's what I mean about dating is connections. You're supposed to.
Right,
Why are you
right.
wasting your time? You're there to make a connection.
Right,
Right.
exactly.
You know what I
Yeah, I agree. You're there to make a connection. That's right. The pastor preached about that.
I was like,
Right.
excuse
pastor
me,
did.
gotta go to the bathroom.
So always on the phone.
Yo, you know what? I ain't gonna front.
Yo,
I kinda wanna.
a
I
dude
kinda
can't
wa-
do that to a girl, but a girl will always do that to a dude.
I kinda wanna
Why
have a
can't?
date with somebody that
There's a
bad
man's
where I just
bathroom.
walk out.
Really?
I really kinda wanna. I just want that feeling, just to be like, oh, this bitch.
There's a men's bathroom.
And
Why
just
y'all can't
bounce.
do it?
No, what I'm
No, no,
saying
no.
is
You
I
talking about
really
going-
haven't dated anybody.
You talking
that I
about
needed to
you
walk
getting
out.
up, walking over to the waiter and say, "Waiter, here's $50. This pay for what we got. I'm out." Just go until I like
No,
10
it's
minutes
out.
until I left.
Word, just
If
be
she
out.
if she be like
Just be
she
out.
start looking for me, just like he left, walked out the door.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
I
out.
never had a date that bad where I want to just get up and walked out.
No, I haven't either.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, me neither.
If you don't have a boyfriend, I don't have to worry about ever having this.
You don't got to worry about that. No
I ain't got to
more.
worry about that no more. No more, no more, no more, no more.
Right. Indeed.
So what are some of the things? Have you been out on the first date with someone and they've done some of the things and you're like,
If you can't
I'm not
talk,
asking
if you
about
can't have a
specific-
basic conversation,
yeah,
that
we
kind
need to
of
be able
does.
to conversate.
I'm
Yeah.
talking basic.
Right,
I'm talking
right,
basic.
basic.
I ain't saying you
Yeah.
gotta be deep. You gotta be able to hold the
Right.
conversation.
Yeah.
Indeed.
How was your day? If you can't
Indeed.
hold a conversation about your day,
Indeed.
Yeah,
You
it was
got a
like,
long way
how
to
was
go.
your day? It was alright.
Right, that's so whack. Elaborate. You know what I mean? You gotta learn how to
Be engaging.
be engaging. Right, that's what I'm saying. You gotta learn how to elaborate. Be engaging. Because it's what you call small
How do you think
talk.
you're gonna get to know each other?
So
if you're
everything
not
went well?
engaging?
Yeah.
Like, seriously.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The date's whack if it's just yes, no's, little one word answers.
Right.
You know, it's you do have to engage. You gotta add some detail. You know?
Absolutely.
Add a little story of your day when
Right.
you
at
answer.
least 30 minutes.
Right. It's
At
al-
least.
at
At
least 30
30
minutes.
minutes.
Right. It's almost like a
Now, don't
job
talk for
interview.
30 minutes. Give me 30 seconds first. Because if you talk for 30 minutes, I'm going to think you talk too damn much. And that's going to make me leave too.
Right,
Well, the
right.
30-minute conversation is what you're gonna have while you're waiting on your food to come.
Yeah, well, no,
Right.
but I need you to be able to let me speak back.
Oh
and
no,
forth.
no, I ain't gonna keep you out for 30
Yeah.
minutes. I ain't gonna run it all out.
Then like, no, my day was cool, but then I went and my grandmother said that she wanted to cook some cornbread or something. Then I didn't know what
Right, no, right. You gotta share the mic. You
Share the
gotta
mic.
share the mic. You gotta share the mic. You can't hog it the whole time. That's crazy. Cause you know some people don't know how to. Look, it's like a job interview. When you on a job interview,
Grandma, wake up!
she's looking at me. When you're on a job interview and the employer or I guess you know the interviewer asks a question, when you answer it, sometimes you should learn to give a little bit of a story. That's
Right, exactly.
one of the cardinal rules.
But that's
Say
not a
things
means
with-
jobless.
You gotta be engaging.
No,
with
a little
them. You gotta be
story-
engaging. with
Yeah.
them
Oh,
too.
right. The person that
Yes.
can't do it, they be
That's why he's
jobless.
jobless.
They be
Gotta
in
be
between.
engaging.
They be in between careers.
That's right. Pretty said no English, not only ghetto slang. Yeah, because everything is not.
Right. Indeed.
Nah,
No
saying,
English.
not
nah, I
Ebonics.
mean,
Yeah.
Right.
you know,
I can't do a chick that do that.
It's
I
not
can't.
Ebonics.
I can't do. Yeah, I can't do a chick that talks like
All the
that.
time?
all the time.
Not all the time, son.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Right.
Like, give it to me sometimes, my nigga. Like, not all
No
the time,
win.
B.
No win.
Win.
Right. No win. No win to give me that.
Yes.
Because now I'm not bringing you home, because I don't know if you know how to turn it off, turn it on. Or not.
Right.
And my mom's is like, what?
Exactly.
Like, yo, if you don't get that nigga out of
My
here,
house.
out of my damn house.
If he
Yeah.
say you know one more time,
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Indeed.
Intelligent
No, I mean,
conversation, at least.
has to be.
Some mental stimulating conversation.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Even
Because everybody thinks that you just look past that and then, you know, it's the sex that's going to really turn you
Nah.
on. No,
some
it's
people
not.
think that, right?
Mm-mm.
Exactly.
I need to know if my girlfriends have a wedding or something, I could take you.
If you
They
ask
know you
me
ain't
to
gonna
go
be-
out and then ask me to pay for half, we ain't having no second date.
No sex either.
We're going home both empty. With half money.
Well,
half a
we
bill
all,
in the
we
pocket.
all know Nick is not paying first date, second
No,
date,
I don't
third
believe
date.
that.
I don't
you
think the
should.
first date should be that anyway. Like, if you know, you understand what I'm saying? I mean, if I conduct myself as such, then I think that the first date should be a.
It's always on the.
I
menu.
personally
It is
think
what it
whoever
is.
asks
Right.
should pay.
Exactly.
Whoever asks.
That's
But
what I said.
I-
Don't ask
I'm
me
gonna
and
have to
ask me to
wait.
go Dutch when we get there. That's
Right.
not
Right,
gonna
right.
be.
But we
I
know
think-
ladies
I think
ain't
that's-
asking.
I think
Ladies ain't
no,
asking.
ladies do ask. Ladies do
No, but
ask.
if
I've
I
been
ask-
You ask.
if
I've been asked up.
September is take a man on a date month. Any
I
ladies
asked
took a
him
man
on
on
a
a
date and
date?
he still ain't
Don't be
gone on a date
asking
yet.
about no man. My man ain't been here for the month of September. You trying to tell him to.
I asked a man on a date in September or something like no, it wasn't September. He still didn't go on a date. See what I mean?
Well,
That's why
that's
I
just
asked-
one. That's
that's
just
why I
one.
asked niggas
So
on
you
dates.
go. So that one man is gonna
Well,
ruin it for
I went
everybody
outside
else.
the box and he ruined it. So now I'm back to my bullshit.
Well, I'm
See?
taking my.
But then
tried
when men
once.
get on
It
it,
didn't work.
when men get on it,
I
then
tried-
y'all
I
be
tried
wondering
it
why we
once.
act like that.
I tried it once. It didn't work.
Listen, sugar,
Ask me. I'm not asking no man on no date.
I'm taking my
Unless
baby
it's
out
a
when
second
he get back.
Did y'all hear
If we
Granny?
went on the first date, he asked me on the first date, and I'd be like, oh, when we going on the second date? That's the only date I'm asking for now. Not the first date.
Don't let one man ruin it for you. Okay, sugar?
He ruined it for everybody. Everybody, okay?
Listen, baby. It's alright. It's alright. Tell her, Granny. But it is what it is. Just take a man on a
Coco
date,
said she's
man.
not asking no motherfucker. I'm not asking you on a date. If I ask you on a date, I'm gonna pay.
Why?
Because I'm not gonna sit
What's so
here.
wrong with asking a
I'm
man
not
on a
gonna
date,
sit here.
Coco?
I'm not gonna.
That's
gonna
right, Coco.
clock your pocket
I'm with
like
you,
that. Because
Coco.
if I ask you for a date and then I can't pay for it, then how do I know you had money to pay for it? To begin with? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you like when you order it from the fucking side of the menu. You know there's two sides to the menu.
Here we go.
It's two
Here we
sides
go.
to the menu.
Here we go with the fucking side of the menu. Here we go. Here we
But
go.
nah, they
I'm
ain't always
gonna stand on
look.
the page
They ain't
right
always
now.
got to be out to eat.
When your
If
meal
you-
goes, when your price goes up to double digits,
right now.
The
Look.
bill
It's
come
started
be like,
$10 and
well,
up.
I'm not giving up no pussy, so let me pay for my own snow crab legs. Okay? My own lobster.
And fellas, if you ever missed the episode, we said where's a first date? Take it to the pizza shop. Don't take it nowhere exquisite. Take it to the pizza shop and see how she reacts. Make it good pizza though. Take it to a pizza
Nigga,
shop.
don't take me to
See
the-
how
Don't
she
take her
reacts.
to those junk
don't take
pizza
me to
shop.
the pizza- Nah, yeah, take me
Don't
to
take
like
her to Juju's
Aldi's
pizza
or
shop on
something
the
like
corner.
that. Yeah.
Take it to a pizza shop and see how she.
Bring
how
her
she
up
take me right to Hollis Pizza. I'm good. Boom.
They don't know how to cook no
'Cause I'm
pizza.
I like Hollis Pizza. They
Take this up up to
I can
Gabby's.
take me to Hollis Pizza if we want to.
They might get you through the night, but
Take me to
Gabby's.
now
Grimaldi's.
they got a nice spot because sometimes you might not order just pizza. You might order a meal, so you
Yeah,
can get
you
away
gotta
with
go.
a pizza spot.
Oh yeah, you take me to Gabby's and I get the
Gabby's
shrimp
is
parmesan.
what's
Right, you can
I
get
get
Shout out to Gabby's.
you
I
know.
get the shrimp palm. We good. I love you forever.
Right. See, fellas, we letting you know.
She wants-
you ain't always
she
gotta
wants
jump out the
shrimps.
window and
I
take
want
them to
shrimp.
Red Lobster.
I
You
want
don't have to
shrimp
do that.
parmigiana.
That's about $30.
You ain't lying.
Nah,
You
you
start
definitely
ordering.
coming
By
close.
the time you get 2 of them, couple drinks,
That's
it
it.
turn
Be
into
like,
a
oh,
$30
I'm
date.
some pussy tonight. She's ordering from that side of the menu.
He's like, you don't want a slice, you want a what? That's the other side of the menu.
I forget their name at the moment, but Spot in Elmont is good too. Right
Oh,
past
you
Western
talking
Beach.
about
You know, we had our meeting there before. That's
Geno's?
not good.
Geno's.
Geno's?
Geno's.
Yeah.
Geno's
I
is
see
nice.
in high school.
Food is good there.
Geno's is
Food is
alright.
good. And I always love Vincent's out in Roosevelt Field. Vincent's is, well, that ain't a pizza spot.
That's
actually
an
a
Italian restaurant.
Yeah.
Family style.
I got
Pretty
off
good.
subject for a minute. You want some grandma? What's in there? Want to taste?
Coco says she's a foodie. To a movie, it's about $100 for 2 people nowadays easily.
Yeah.
For a movie,
Yeah.
Movie
it's
and out to
ridiculous.
eat.
Let me tell y'all
Out to
something.
eat in a movie.
Yo, out to eat in the movie.
Here
Is
we
that what
go.
she
Here
said?
we go. Fun fact of the week. Hit him with the movies,
Come
Rashad.
on, Mr. Frugal. Give us the coupon of the week.
Fuck this one over. Fuck she talking about? But I'm still shouting out, go see Crazy Rich Asians. That movie was dope. I fell asleep on Peppermint. Sorry.
You're not gonna give us the
wasn't-
coupon of the week?
It wasn't all that.
You say you pay $20 a month for a
Oh yeah,
ticket to movies.
I'll tell you, I paid $20 for the month. Y'all
Of course, I
niggas,
said she
Y'all
told me and cute.
y'all niggas keep paying $20 every time you go to the movie. I paid
She
$20
said,
for the month.
"Hey Jeff," she said.
Jeff, what up, Jeff?
She said, "We're in the kitchen. We're in the kitchen. Hire a chef and we make pizza." That's how the date for pizza.
See,
Aw.
yeah, and that's my thing. Like, why y'all men don't know what like a good date is? It's so simple. Like the simplest things that you could do, you don't
$5
know.
movies.
Like that's so disappointing.
April, that place still doing $5 movies.
Like if you took me to a park with a picnic basket,
Dope.
dope as hell with a
Yeah,
champagne bottle,
Y'all don't know what my nigga do.
sandwiches. Like
Let me tell you why.
that's dope as hell.
Let
Why?
me tell you why.
And y'all don't do the simplest shit.
Because we get the wrong one, and people and they say what we did is corny. So
Okay, but then you don't.
we
listen,
throw it out the window.
No, but see, you're not.
Oh,
supposed to
you
do
just
that.
said
Right,
I
because-
shouldn't do that. Did you just say I shouldn't throw it
Right,
out the window?
yeah.
When I get burnt out
It
one
happens.
time?
One
You're right,
person,
but
you
it
know,
happens.
One person spoil a bunch because
Unfortunately, that's what happens. The
everybody else
miscommunication
don't
is
do that.
the
I mean,
miscommunication
the
is
simplest
bad,
shit
man.
that I don't
person.
do. It's like I don't understand. To the park, a picnic. Like
If I've been hurt so many times and I decided not to let the one, I'd have missed my boat.
Exactly.
I agree, but
I went to the park the other day. I saw him. He had a blanket, had the picnic basket, had the wine glass. I said, "Look at this nigga here. He gonna get something tonight, definitely."
that was your date or
No,
somebody
I was
else?
watching. I couldn't keep my
was
eyes off
watching.
of them. It was their date.
Okay.
And I'm like, so simple, simple like that. And men have no
And it could
damn
have even
clue.
been peanut butter and jelly. I like
Exactly.
peanut butter
But
and
as
jelly.
long as we're on a picnic
The
and you
thought
thought
that- it's the
and
thought that counts.
we drinking champagne on the grass, like how much
Right.
did that date cost? Like nothing. Like y'all just
What did she say?
y'all so
fellas,
simple
don't
minded,
think
but
of
don't
anything.
think of
She
the
said, how much
simplest
did the
things.
date cost? That she said.
Yeah, like
Well,
that was
fellas,
nothing.
y'all heard it here live on Talk That Talk. From now on, we doing picnic dates.
Drive me down to the water and let's sit on the water and talk. That's a date. Like
Yeah.
really?
Man,
My boo did that. I thought that was
She's
the
like,
Fellas.
shit
she's
ever.
like, yeah.
fellas, y'all
Jeff
heard
said I
it here.
invest in dinner and
I used to
bar
take
equity,
niggas
and
down
I
to the
still
water.
don't see a date.
Come back to the water. I see the same nigga I took down to the water with his bitch. He bringing the next nigga. How you gonna take my spot where I brought you?
Get out my goddamn parking
Move
spot.
over, nigga, move.
Y'all don't. That don't cost
Get
nothing.
your hand out of my pocket!
That's a ride. You come pick me up. Oh, let me come pick you up. We gonna go somewhere. Then you take me to the water. Oh my god! Like
Listen.
y'all can get the drawers. It's so easy. And y'all
Yeah.
have no clue. Y'all have no clue.
Yeah.
Next week, Tip
That's what it
is
was.
gonna
It
be
was
the only
dope for me.
person here because Nikki gonna be at the water.
It was dope for me.
I'll be sitting
I mean,
there.
it's the simplest shit. How do y'all not know the simplest shit? It's like ridiculous. Y'all watch movies, don't y'all? Jesus.
Problem, motherfuckers watching too many of these videos.
They don't take notes.
Coco, you in the vein, girl. That's me too. PB and J. PB and
He
J.
said make sure her milk cold.
That's right.
You like you like jelly, you like jam, or you like spread?
Listen.
There's a
There's
difference.
There's a difference. People
I
don't know
like
it.
jelly.
I like
Jam,
jelly.
jelly, or spread?
When the last time you had one? There's a difference.
There's a difference. I like jelly.
What kind
I
of
like
peanut butter
jelly.
you like? Crunchy or
I like
regular?
jelly, alright? I got all this jelly.
She
Oh,
said
God.
she upgraded 2 dudes, so whoever had them should be good now. Oh shit.
Wow, she said she
Jeff
upgraded
said, "LOL,
3
sorry,
dudes.
sounds like all talk.
No, it's
Take a
not.
girl down to the water. I have way too much to say on this topic." Let's hear it. We want to hear it,
not all
both.
talk.
The
This
floor
is
is
talk
yours,
that
Jeff.
talk, Jeff. You
He
just
said-
throw it out there.
You
We
said
don't
take
wanna
a
hear
girl
it.
down to the water or take a bird down to the water?
No, he said a girl.
Oh.
It's a difference, though. It's a difference between
Jeff,
taking a woman and a
Take
bird.
me down to the water.
You got,
get
you got,
girls.
you got, you got to take it down to the water and have a little game plan. Just don't
Yeah.
take it to the water just to get the draws. Have
It's a
I'm giving y'all niggas free game. Like
have
I'm losing my mind right now.
have the cheesecake
Cool,
and the wine.
That's cool.
It's a difference between seagulls and peacocks.
What he said? Any girl? What is it?
What you said?
Any girl might go off for a second, then go. Maybe he's broke.
I'm with you, Jeff. See
No.
that, and that's what I was saying.
No.
It sounds
But see-
good the way
but
they make
see,
it
then
sound.
that's
But let us do it,
No.
and we
Nope.
being
Well, nigga,
talked
don't keep
about.
taking me to the park, man. I
No,
like
but
it.
wait.
But we talking about
that
the first
now
time.
goes with the type of woman that you
No, the
dated.
first time I would not think that. I would not.
That
Think
goes
Yes,
with the type of
yes,
woman
you
you date.
would.
No, I would not. No, I would.
I
I would be
don't know.
impressed.
I
would be
don't know. I'm
impressed.
sorry. Maybe it depends on what water you go to or something. Because I don't see
I mean,
it.
don't
I'm
take me to
sorry.
Coney Island with all the needles and shit.
I'm sorry.
Then I would think you broke
Don't
dick.
take me to
See, that's what I'm saying. Look, see now you see how the shit starts coming out. Don't take me to Coney Island. Don't take me to Far Rock. You know where we live, right?
No,
I guess they mean to put me on a plane first,
No.
then take me to the
Take
beach
me
in
under the
Jamaica.
bridge. Take me under the bridge.
Most people don't be
You can
knowing
go
about
to
that.
Exactly.
She sound like some
Exactly.
Purple Rain shit right
You gotta
now.
go into like
People
the
don't
100s
know
and
about
shit.
the bridge.
gotta go to
Okay,
100.
well then
You
you
gotta go to
ain't living
100.
for me if you don't know about the
We can go
motherfucking
to
bridge.
Far Rockaway, you gotta go to the 100.
You gotta go to the
That's right.
100s. You can't
Go
go
to
to
the nice
54th
area.
Street.
Yeah.
Go to
You can't go to
the nice
50s. You walk in the 50s,
Again.
you're gonna get the
Take me
basketball
under
court
the
weeds.
bridge then. You don't know about a bridge. You drive over a bridge every day probably. Take me to the bridge.
See? Again. Jeff, I'm with you, sir. I'm not thinking
I
the
would
water's
not
a
think
good
that
first
y'all
date.
broke. No, I would not
Now,
think
don't
that.
get me wrong. I may, pull up to the water after dinner somewhere. But just the water with some sandwiches and shit, talking about, I made this little special thing, but it ain't happening.
I would think so. I mean, we're not gonna do it all the time, but I would think so. It's the thought that
It's not
counts.
gonna happen. What can be in the picnic basket? Let me know. Let
Hot
us know.
dogs and hamburgers.
Cause we
No,
know.
first of all, you start off with some flowers. That's what you
All
do.
right.
Oh.
Okay.
Start off with some flowers.
Okay.
You go in the basket, you pull out her some flowers. Oh,
Okay.
that's gonna melt her down either way.
All right.
Oh my
Even if you
God.
pull out a hero with some chips, she's gonna be good to go.
Now you got your around
Oh
the
my
way
God.
girl if you can pull out a hero and some chips.
And she be
And she
down for
down.
it.
I need
Now,
champagne.
if
You need
I-
a bottle of wine or champagne or something.
First of all,
Or
what
her
up-
favorite drink,
Right.
if y'all plan on drinking or whatever the
Exactly.
case may be.
Exactly.
First of all, what park y'all planning to go get arrested at? Pull out all this liquor.
And-
We having a
and
picnic.
look,
You got a permit for that open container?
barbecue Becky sitting there like, yo, they here having a picnic in their car. You need to come arrest them. Now listen, we're
Car
gonna get,
movie.
we're gonna get,
Perfect date.
See, Coco said
That's in
chocolate,
Jersey.
wine,
Drive
flowers,
to fucking
sandwiches.
Jersey then.
yeah, that's cool, but
Drive to
Driving in
Jersey.
Jersey still?
yeah,
A car
okay.
outside movie when you're sitting in the car looking at the outside movie.
That's called the drive-in?
Yeah,
drive.
remember it used to be that right.
She said
What word she used?
Outside.
Oh yeah, drive through.
It used to be in Westbury.
The last
Drive
one
to
in
Jersey.
Westbury,
You
they
can't drive
closed
to
it.
Jersey? That's a perfect
Do
date.
y'all
Alright.
remember that
We have popcorn
Sunrise
and
movie
soda
theater
Okay.
used to
and
have
Juju
movies
Beats. Watch
outside?
a movie.
And Juju Biz. I can see,
back.
I
In
can
the
see
back.
it now. This nigga drove me all the way to Jersey to drive in a movie theater. Why we just
Nah.
couldn't go to a fucking
I
regular
might
theater?
throw it on you in the back seat.
Ladies
After you
and
punch her in the face,
gentlemen,
because we all know Nick's afraid.
this is Talk That Talk, but some of these is lies. Some of these is bold false lies, and fellas, I dare you to test her. And please let us know when she fails her own test. Because that is some bullshit. I don't believe it.
Take me to the
We'd have to
park.
put a
I wanna go to
lobster
the
out
drive-in
the
in Jersey. I
damn
wanna see
picnic basket.
Who you been to the drive-in? The outside?
I've never
theater?
been to one. And see what I mean?
What?
That's
Nick
another
said,
thing.
Coco
Take-
said go to the seaport and have a picnic.
That's right. Go to the seaport. Take me somewhere I've never been. Show me something I've never done. You know what I mean? Like, do shit like that. I've never never been to a drive,
But people don't know. Like, it ain't like you filled out a form what you've never done, and you know, is it?
take a chance. That's my thing.
Go ahead, honey. Take the chance. It's like,
Coming to America. Take a chance. Y'all don't even be taking a chance. It's like, well, what you want to do? No,
All right, so
like,
just said,
Why
why
do
do women want flowers and cards, waste the cash on something that dies in a week, and get put in a box with the 10 million other bullshit cards over the years? First of all, I ain't got them cards no more.
You
Number
throw 'em
one.
away.
Number two, flowers express a lot. It shows a lot about how you feel. Women love flowers. Flowers make women feel that you're important to them.
well, Jeff, I
That
do
they're,
have.
they're important to you.
I do have a box of cards, so your card will be going in the box of cards with all the rest
You
of the
do have a box of cards?
But,
I ain't had no niggas give me no cards, so I ain't got
Where you keep them? That's my
But-
question. Where you keep them?
on my bookshelf.
Where you
It's
keep
like
your?
a
Where you?
little-
Ladies, I got a
bought thing
question.
To put them in. Wait.
Where do you keep the pictures of your exes?
I ain't
Oh,
got them.
yeah, I don't got them. I get rid of them.
Yeah.
I
you
don't
get rid of
If
them.
he's gone, they're
And
gone.
the only picture that I have of an ex is my son's father, and it's because they're in a picture together. That's it.
Right.
Anything, I don't keep no pictures of no exes for what.
Coco said, "Call."
I mean, I still got my wedding pictures, but that's only
especially
because I paid a lot of
rainbow flowers.
money for
Right,
that.
that's wedding pictures. That's
Yeah,
different.
wedding pictures
That's
is different.
Yeah,
That's
but-
different.
But I don't keep pictures of exes for what.
Do y'all keep pictures of your exes? Anybody?
And Jeff, flowers. You see how she said important
Oh, that's
flowers
right.
are.
Talk to Jeff.
I'm gonna take the flowers. I'm gonna take the flowers. They're gonna be in my bedroom. When I get up, I'm gonna see life. I'm gonna smell them in the morning. It's
And
kind
it's
of like
gonna make me
therapy.
think so much of
It's
you.
therapy. And I'm gonna think about you every time I go to smell that flower and get up in the morning and see that life. Life in my room when I wake up just makes me feel.
I love flowers. I ain't gonna lie. I love flowers.
I do too.
If I've ever bought you flowers, you know
I appreciate
like it.
flowers.
If I bought you flowers,
I try to make them live like a long time. Like I get the food, shit.
Right.
Coco said she throw them in the toilet.
Girl, what you
Get
throwing in the
closer.
toilet?
I
Throw
do
'em in the
too.
toilet.
Yeah, I don't keep pictures of exes.
Now, Jeff, I feel the same way you feel. I'd rather not have the stress of picking a place.
Why do y'all all feel that way? It's not stressful. It's simple.
Because some women are just
Women overthink it.
Yeah, unfortunately.
They do.
It's just like
It's
we'd
not
rather y'all just pick a
stressful.
place that's happy. But now, don't get me wrong.
Well, it really
Sometimes
depends on
it just-
it depends on the woman that you're
Right.
with. Then.
Now, I sometimes you just gotta step up to the plate and pick a place and hope they like it. If they do, they do. They don't, they don't. And then that is when you like, I'm not.
Sometimes you gotta
let me explain
understand the
something
woman's
to you.
palate too.
Because at the
Yeah,
end of the day,
you
guess
do.
what?
That's very.
But
you
see,
do.
you know what? If you're into the person the way that you're into the person, it doesn't matter where y'all go as long as y'all want to be together.
Exactly.
You wouldn't give a damn where you went.
It's just the time.
Woo!
It's just being.
Doesn't
with
matter
you.
where you went.
Right.
My dude and I sat there with the five guys. I didn't give two fucks. He's like, you sure you want? I think I eat hamburgers.
Right.
Since
And
when
see,
I know?
and see, that's what men
I
look
done-
for.
But I'm just saying.
That's
But
what-
what I'm saying
That's
is
what
that
men are
it
looking
didn't matter to me because I didn't give a damn where we went. As long as we
As long
were
as we were
together,
together.
I didn't
Exactly.
care where
Right.
we went.
As long as it's
Like we could have went to the deli on the corner. I'm good.
As long as
I'm
we're spending the time.
Yeah.
For real.
So what I mean, put the time in that is where you should be thinking more about you spending time or getting to know the person.
Right.
If you have already have chemistry with the person,
Right.
you being with the person doesn't matter where you go. Because at the end of the day, once we establish chemistry, nigga, we can stand on the corner if you want to.
Right. And see, and that's what goes with conversation before going out. You gotta listen. You gotta learn a person. You gotta see what they like, because that is gonna determine where you decide to go. You should kind of have a feel of where a person would like to go.
Exactly.
You know.
Well,
so-
like Coco said, just said in the conversation once you have a convo over the phone, you should know enough of where and what to do on the
look
first
at
date.
that. Look at that. We thinking alike. That's
Mhm.
right. That is very true. That is very true. That's why it's important to listen when you talk, and don't just be sitting there just.
I mean,
And
I'm not that
oblivious.
bougie type, so you know, it's versatile for me. If you want to go out, I can get dressed for us to go out. If you want to chill, I can get dressed for us to chill. So
Right.
it's not a necessity for me though. It's not like
Right.
I have to always be at
Right.
Morton's all the time.
Right. Five guys
Oh, I
sound
need
real
to
good
be at
right
Ruth
now.
Chris.
Even if you be
Yeah.
like, let's go play pool and have some drinks. All right, cool.
Right.
Yeah, I
back to the wanting the men to take the lead thing. Y'all want to take the lead. You know what I
Right.
mean? I like men to take
Well,
the lead.
this is what I'll say. I think that it's important that if you're going on a first date and you've been talking to the girl for a while, that you take her to a place that is not only interesting to you, that may be interesting to her, even if she doesn't like it. It has to be a place that you can make interesting to
Yeah,
her,
that both of you
so
are,
that you be
Exactly.
so the
Engaged.
conversation could come up, and you can be able to explain to her different things about the place or the place that you decide to choose for that random opinion.
take me to a museum. I mean, I would.
Not the Museum of Sex.
I will be impressed.
Not for the first date. Not the Museum of Sex. That sends all kinds of signals that you may not need to send.
Museums are hard
Take
because
me
you know
to a
why?
museum.
Because you can find out how dumb your date is at a museum. You
The
don't.
museum is dope though. The museum
The
is dope.
museum would be dope, and that's not cheap on Groupon. You can get that for like $20.
The Museum of Natural History is a
Look at the
very
coupon
good.
lady.
But you know what? You know what,
Look at
Jeff?
that-
At
look
the
at
end
the
of the day,
coupon
like,
lady
if you
here.
really think that you have to go through all that with a woman, then there's no. If you have to think that you need to read her mind in order to know what satisfies her, that doesn't. That already should let you know off the gate that's not the woman for you.
No, you
Like
should
I'm not gonna sit here and kill myself to see if what I'm gonna do or what I need to do is cool enough for you, because that means every time we go out, I gotta figure out what it is it's gonna be.
And honestly,
Right, and
Jay,
I
that's
don't have time for
that
that.
that's a
honestly-
horrible feeling. I've been through that.
Honestly, dates should
Every
really be
time?
based on your
I've been
own
through that.
standard. If your standard is, you know what, if I take a woman to a museum, that's a dope date. If she doesn't think that's dope, maybe that's not the woman for you. Maybe dates should be based on your standards.
It's very
Right.
that's true.
Right,
Because you may take somebody on a date and realize this shit ain't gonna work
Right.
because of how they react.
right.
And like you said, it's very true. Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all a date that I had went on, and I thought it was a cool date. I'm
Oh,
grown.
grandma's like, oh crap.
I'm grown.
Grandma just said, oh.
I'm grown, but I
Just
took.
say he can't with the puppet.
I took.
He said, waiting for the puppet to say where I've been touched at.
I'm
I've been touched.
Me too movement.
Grandma's got a Me Too movement. Look at her face. Oh God.
I took a female on a date, just to go hang out. We went to go to a basketball game, but it was the Harlem Globetrotters.
Oh, that's cool. I would have liked
I
that.
thought it was cool too.
I would have liked that.
She laughing. She don't like that.
No, I like it.
I thought it was
like
cool
that.
too. And
thought
I
it was cool.
overheard her tell her homegirl that it was so whack.
Wow.
And when I heard that, I said, y'all can't deal with this. I said, this chick is bougie.
Yeah.
Cause it's the Harlem Globetrotters.
That's
And
dope.
there's
There's
no
no such
that's
thing as
dope.
being whack when it comes to the Harlem Globetrotters.
Exactly.
and
Exactly.
it was like
And see, that was your
Really?
standard. She wasn't the woman for you.
I said,
Mhm.
She wasn't the
wow.
woman for you.
It was just cool, fun, and
She said it was so well.
it
Just
turned
said,
into
tell him you didn't bring that puppet.
oh, it's me, sugar.
Coco said, did you buy her a jersey and a hat?
I didn't.
I would have bought shit either. She
What?
was grateful about being
Word,
there in the
right?
first place.
Exactly.
Basketball game. Good
It's a
date.
basketball
Right,
game.
Good
but
date.
I know it was
I would
a
love
what's the
it.
name, but I know it was hard because it wasn't the season, but it was a Harlem Globe, and it was like,
I
you
would
know,
still
why not?
enjoy myself.
Just like Mela Hut
Yeah.
dudes, even though I don't like the Jets, Mela Hut dude just went to the Jets game.
That's right.
Oh, that's what's
So
up.
I'm a
that's
football fanatic.
That's right.
That's it.
I hope somebody take me to Pittsburgh. I love the Steelers. Somebody take me to Pittsburgh.
Yo, that's a good trip.
What time we at so we can tell him? So
Oh.
we can hook her up. We at around what?
11:55.
We're gonna tell him to watch at 11:54. 11:54. That way he can make that happen for you. See, that's how you hold people down.
That Pittsburgh trip.
We're gonna
nice.
send him a message.
Basketball
the
game. Perfect.
Yeah, basketball games are
Perfect
dope.
date.
In the face.
At the end of the day, you know what? Even if it's something not for you, because you're so into that person, you do what they want to do. Like, I'm not a basketball fan, I don't know if he is, but if he is, I would entertain and still be there with him for the basketball baby because that's what he likes to do.
Right.
The same way I would want him to be there for me with football if he doesn't like football.
Right.
Because
I hate
that's
baseball,
what I like to
but
do.
you take me on a date, I'm gonna act like it's the best time
and
I'm
the
having.
best time ever. Even
Right.
if I don't, even
That-
if
and
I
that's
don't
what it's
like
I'm
it.
gonna
about.
make the best of the situation.
Enjoy whatever moment it is.
Exactly.
And that's
exactly.
it. You enjoy whatever moment it is, and that's it.
That's what dating is about.
Exactly.
Enjoying the moment, making a
Exactly.
connection.
He
You don't
said,
have to
take
turn
this
into
to
something
Niagara Falls. If it don't go well, push
Jeff is looking.
I mean, take me to a trail and let's go exercise. That's even a good date in the morning.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
Right.
perfect.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
definitely
we had a
good.
good day going to the gym. He took me to the gym.
See?
You was
See?
mad at first.
I was mad.
You was mad at
Because he
first.
overworked me. So I had to give him the Laverne face for a
He
minute.
just
Yeah, but
getting
he
you
probably
ready,
took you
girl.
somewhere
He
to
just
eat
getting
real
you
nice
ready.
afterwards, I'm sure.
But then I got me a nice little shake. We had a little nice little
Exactly.
protein shake.
Yeah, those protein
Right.
shakes you work
And we
at.
sat in the parking lot for 2 more hours.
Talking, right?
Talking.
That's dope. That's
Exactly.
so dope. Give me somebody down to earth. Somebody down to earth. That's what it's all about, man. Somebody that's down to earth that will enjoy anything.
Right.
that's
Enjoy the
on
moment.
table, man.
That's right.
But see, that's the thing about I enjoy being with him. I enjoy and I love being with him. So I don't care.
Men
what
take
it is.
dating so serious. That's the thing. We need to stop taking dating with so much seriousness.
Yes, I did, Coco.
It's
Right.
about.
And it's women too now.
I'm not. I
Don't throw
go
us
on a
under
date
the
doesn't
bus.
mean I'm trying to marry you next week. Like we're
Right.
just enjoying the moment,
Right.
connecting,
Right.
chilling, having fun. Like let's
I'll
not
marry
make
you
it
the
so
week
heavy.
after, boo.
It's just you gotta make it so heavy.
Yeah.
We're just
yeah.
going out enjoying
Yeah.
each other.
Yeah, man. But you know, you start learning people, man. Some people are bougie. Some people stuck up. Some people full of themselves. Some people down to earth. You can do anything with them. Some people are laid back. You gotta recognize what a person is about, and if they ain't about what you about,
It
keep it
ain't for
moving.
you. That's right.
Keep it moving.
Just that he's so
Go ahead,
full of your
Fatima.
bullshit with all your possible date locations.
Yeah, we definitely call
Why?
bullshit.
Because I'm giving you,
We
I'm giving you like 10, 11, 12 of
And-
them shits.
At least not first date, right,
No
John?
way.
At least
No.
not
First
first
date.
date.
First
At least
date.
not first date.
First
At
date.
least not first. First date, I don't
Okay,
believe
let's
it.
go.
I would be impressed.
Where did that guy take you on that first date?
Cool. The last date, we went to Peaches in Brooklyn. It was a place to eat. But it
No.
was good. And
Yeah.
we had mad drinks and we had good conversation.
Little
So
hole in
it
the
was
wall spot,
perfect.
it's alright.
But the food
That's
was
nice.
good.
Right, but that's normal. You
And
don't
I've never
go
been
there.
there, and that was a place that everybody kept telling me to go.
But that ain't
See what I
nothing
mean?
what you described.
It's not.
That ain't
but
nothing
that
what
was
you
when-
described.
Right, but and he spent $100, right? He could have spent $40 and took me to the park.
You could have spent
You know what I mean?
$40 to
To
the
the-
McDonald's.
I'm with you, Jack.
He could have spent $4 and took you to White Castle.
That's it.
No.
And you'd have been
And
on-
she said no.
No.
Take me to the park. You could have spent $20, $30 on a bottle of wine, $10 on a sandwich.
What if he took you to church for prayer?
I mean,
What if that was the first date? Church
if he took me
service.
to church, I mean, I would still be impressed.
Church-
I
I'll
don't
be
think it's a little
receptive to
awkward,
it.
but I'd be impressed. I'd be open to it.
I'll
I'm
be
not gonna
receptive
say
to
no. That's for sure.
No, it's the face of stressing about the
Too scared God gonna strike her down when she say no or talk about it, right?
I would definitely look at him in a different light. That's definitely. I'd be like, oh, okay, he ain't playing. He ain't playing.
When you get a second date?
He ain't playing.
When you
Coco
get a second
said-
date?
Yes,
Coco
I would
said
rather
church
have
is
the
a
second
yes
date
for
not
me.
be at church.
Right,
yes,
right,
but
right.
I would give him a second date. I would.
Okay.
But the devil go to church too.
He definitely ain't playing.
Coco said church is for me, but the devil go to church.
Exactly. The devil go to church. Tell him, Coco. The devil go to church too.
Oh, shoot. Oh, gosh.
Yo,
But
honestly,
men, get it together. Come on. As simple as y'all minds are, y'all should know about simple dates.
nah, you know, whoa. That was
Oh.
cold.
That's
Oh,
bad.
cold.
That's so
That
bad.
was just cold.
We need to end the show on that. That's
That was
bad. That's a whole nother
That was
topic.
cold.
They trying to railroad
Yo,
us.
send her some hate mail. Send her some hate mail. That was some bullshit right there. That was some
Bad.
bullshit. That
That
was
was
some
so
I'm just
bad.
saying.
That was
It's
some
the
bullshit.
simple connection, my nigga.
That was some bullshit.
That's so wrong.
But you know, there are a lot of things. I like walks.
That's right.
I
Walk and
like
talk.
yeah. I
Walk
like
and talk.
walks. You know,
Walk and talk.
whatever's for
Links and
sale.
drinks.
That's I had to give it a 2 because you know we were walking and talking and holding. He wanted to hold my hand. I was so used to not a dude holding my fucking hand. It was just like I was awkward.
Right.
It's so funny.
Do I put my
saw a
thumb
guy-
down? Do I keep my thumb up?
I saw a guy walking past.
Do I wrap my fingers? Or
Do
do
you
I
hold tight and
do we
squeeze?
grab or do we hold it like this?
Hoping my hand don't get sweaty.
Do I let
nervous.
him hold mine or do I squeeze him? There's so much in the whole. That's why people stop holding hands. It takes too much concentration.
I was
Right.
coming home from work and this dude was walking down the street with his girl holding her hand. And it was like some older men on their porch. And when they walked by, they was like, oh, good brother.
I like that though,
I
because
like
you know
that.
what? For me, it shows possession.
Yeah,
No doubt.
absolutely.
That shows possession.
The other thing that you're supposed to do, gentlemen, is when you're walking in the street.
But on the inside,
There you go.
That's right.
You
Put
be
it
on the
ins-
outside,
that's right.
exactly.
Put it ins- And don't let no woman walk behind you. I hate to see that.
And women don't do it, cause I hate that shit.
Yeah.
Some women do it.
walk behind you.
Yeah, walk
Yeah.
with me, yo.
That's right.
Like, any woman that does it, it's not cool in my book. Like, what are you doing behind? Why are you behind me?
Yeah.
Because they're not used to nothing that
Don't let them
time,
walk
so.
behind you.
And you know what? I think that's what it is, fellas.
But
we just-
sometimes
we
they just
we
walk
can't.
behind you because there's only one path, so you can't both
Well,
walk next
if
to
it's
each
one
other.
Nah, that's not what we
But
said.
I still want to be in the front, nigga. You walk behind me.
Right. Walk behind and watch that
Yeah,
thing
Coco
sway.
said a
Exactly.
piggyback vibe. Piggyback vibe is dope.
That's so sexy.
He wasn't
That's
showing
so
his masculinity too. I love it though. I love
That's
it.
so
piggyback
sexy.
ride.
See? Simple.
That's cool. But no, you gotta have.
Simple.
But see, the thing is, you really gotta have somebody that's down to earth and fun like that. Cause
Right.
everybody not, man. Honestly, yo, you really, you know, this is the
If
thing.
you can pick me up and bounce me on your, you can pick it back.
This is the thing.
When he tried to pick me
We-
up there, he threw me in the room upstairs.
You can bounce me on your joint. You can give me a goddamn
Oh,
piggyback
Lord.
ride.
I'm like, no, boo, like, you're a little too strong, boo. You're a little too strong. We go try that again somewhere with his high ceiling.
Oh
my
God.
God.
So yo, honestly though, you like everybody's not down to earth, man, and that's what it is. You
Jack
gotta
is
recognize
stupid.
your energy.
He said he started to walk on the inside with one of his exes and every car missed him.
Jeff is a comedian, by the way. Jeff is a
Jeff is so
comedian. He's really a comedian.
Oh shit, he got me.
That's
Okay,
hilarious.
my first day gonna be your show. Where you at?
Comedy
That's
show.
Right?
That's a-
Comedy
yeah,
show.
comedy
Another
shows.
day.
Yeah,
See what I'm saying?
comedy shows a very dope day.
Exactly.
Take me to Times Square for ice cream.
You might find your soulmate
The
in a
bell is
comedy
for
show.
good key points. Whenever there's a good key point made, we ring the bell.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
When we hit it on the bell. We
Yeah.
hit it. It's bang, bang, bang.
Right.
Well, I hope somebody learned, got some lessons from this show, okay? We had a sermon, we had date suggestions. I hope somebody
Yeah.
learned something.
We
Right,
had
right.
Do it next
identifications.
For real.
Next week.
I don't know. We keep y'all tuned in. I'm supposed to be having a play next week, so if y'all don't see me, that's because I'm on stage. Almost
Recovery
forgot.
room.
Place called Recovery Room. We're working out some kinks. They had a meeting today. I gotta get the 411. See, make sure the date didn't
That's the
change.
same day as a QB art thing, I think.
Is it?
I think so.
Well, I be on stage. Women, you got the dates. You got to get your little pocket.
Calendar
thing in.
book or something.
Yeah, you gotta get your little calendar.
You need to tell
You
me.
see how bad-
As many fucking times I told you to get a goddamn calendar.
He told you.
Choke you in that goddamn puppet.
Jeff, you're more than welcome. Come on through, because you're crazy.
Oh God,
I
yeah, Jeff,
love the
come on
craziness,
through, man.
yeah.
Come hang out, bro. It's all good, baby.
Well,
Yeah.
it's been fun. I had such a great time
It's
tonight.
been busy.
We will be back next week.
We see you next
Hopefully,
Friday.
here.
Next Friday, every Friday at
That's
10
right.
p.m. between 10 and 10:30, because y'all know we together with show. We're always
We
late.
get on.
That's
We be on
right.
CPT
So between
time.
10 and 10:15,
Right.
nigga them time.
Right,
But
right,
we
right,
had fun
right,
with y'all
right.
tonight.
Any
Hope
subjects
y'all
y'all
tune
want
in
us to
tomorrow.
talk about next week, send it to us. Check out the Instagram, Talk That Talk Show is the Instagram, Talk That Talk Show is the Twitter. Email us. All our information is on our Instagram. Anything you want us to talk about, send it to us. We will get it on.
Live for me, we seen the hearts and stuff going through. We
Yes,
thank y'all.
yes, live for me.
Thank you
Thank
all for
Grandma
y'all.
showing you love. Live me.
And for tonight, you Facebookers, y'all make sure y'all tag, share, like the page.
Everybody
right.
have a great week.
I'm hungry. Anybody got any
Enjoy your week.
leftovers?
Everybody be safe out there.
I'm starving.
Have a great week.
It's the
Let me
weekend.
know.
It's fall time too. Summer's over.
You that 9 to 5 on the weekend.
Cuffing season is coming up, y'all. It is.
That's
Shout
next
out to
week.
everybody
That's
that
next
started
week.
early.
Cuffing season is coming up.
If y'all don't see me next Friday, y'all already know where I'm at. My boo came back. So
If y'all get that, if y'all get a message from the book,
I'm gonna tune in with y'all for about 30 seconds. Give y'all 30 seconds and that's it. 30, that's it. Give y'all 30 seconds and then I'm off this. Y'all can hang out with Nick.
See y'all next week. Can we get some music? Can we get some music outro? I might want to twerk a little bit.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Hey,
oh yeah.
hey, hey.
What you put in that bottle?
I'm right? I'm hungry. Give it a bottle. Somebody get her a shower rod. Get her a shower rod. You got a shower rod in your clothes?
I don't know if you gonna be in there.
Hey, hey. Have a good week, y'all.
Pass the Bob
Have a-
morning.
Yeah, make sure y'all have
Have
a
Everybody
a
night.
good week. It's fall time now. Summer is officially over. I think today's the first day. of
Thanks,
fall.
Jeff.
No, ain't
Shout
Sunday.
that out.
Tomorrow, Sunday.
Put that on that page, baby.
Somewhere around the 20th is the first
I
day
just
of
think
fall.
like it ain't coming on.
April shot
Make
me.
sure
I'm
you do
always
what you can
hungry.
and whatever you can't, the hell with it.
That's right.
Look,
Oh,
this is Talk That Talk. This is where you live life.
I ain't fucked it up. Mine's is going good now.
Fuck it up.
And live it all over again.
That's right. That's our
Do
motto.
it all over
That's
again.
our motto.
Do it
Yeah, I'm
all
not
I'm
saying the
over
fucking
again.
up part no more because mine's is going good now. I've been saved.
I'm gonna let Huskar say live life. You set it off.
Oh yeah.
Because I from what people say, I'm always fucking it up.
Nikki's going
Don't you hate when girls drink like that in the club? They be like, bitch, pour it in the fucking glass.
Yeah, like have some cool.
Cool. Class.
Cool.
What?
Cool.
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 Have some
Cool.
cool. Have some cool with yourself.
Have some cool.
He scared the hell out of me. Have some coof. Have some coof with yourself.
What's
Yeah.
cool?
You know
Class.
what coof is? Yeah, it's like,
Oh.
It's like class.
yeah, it's like doing shit like drinking from the bottle. You just
Yeah.
pouring it in the fucking glass.
Okay.
That's what it means.
Alright.
You don't got no coof.
Okay. We done? We
almost
done?
done, but I can't get the Bluetooth. Somebody's
We
on
done.
it.
We
Peace.
done.
Somebody, we done.
We done.
Bye.
We done.
Bye,
y'all.
See y'all next week.
Later.
Next Friday, 10 p.m.
Live me.
Bye. It's
We
the
love y'all.
bell.
We love y'all, live.
Next week.
they play.
It was a good game until Dell left the game.